All right, we are live. We're not on YouTube, right?
No.
Okay, well, they'll hear it later. You probably hear the trains and the scaffolding and all that, which means we're in the same podcast studio as you always are. We're in New York, and as always, Colleen is incredibly uncomfortable when the office producer comes in and basically has to tell you what to do. You hate that.
I couldn't
Steve,
have been.
You hate you. No, you hate that. Don't.
Couldn't have been more collaborative.
I'm not. Again, you're not. That's not what I'm saying. You were collaborative. You don't listen. You were collaborative.
Yep.
But you get very uncomfortable because the guy comes in and basically pees in your face. Like, you're an idiot. You can't do this. Meanwhile, he's like, "Hey, Kirk, how you doing? How's it going?" Like, he's very excited to see me, but you, it's like,
So
they treat you like garbage. Here.
It's like when somebody comes in your house and they have to fix something, and I know that from not being handy.
Yeah, this guy basically just was in underwear, just sitting around.
Right.
And Colin's like, "Well, is it the 45 or what's the like?" He's just saying shit that makes no sense.
No. There's certain aspects of this room that I don't know about. Now I know.
You've been there like 10 times.
Nope,
Like
this was the second time, but good try. This is the second.
Okay, thank you. You're a producer. You should not. It's how
this is completely different gear. This is nothing. We don't have anything of like this.
Anyway, so we had to do some stuff this morning. Obviously, it's somewhat secretive, I suppose. That might be Plymouth involved and whatever. But my friend and co-champion, here it is right here, which I've not touched since Chicago. The dozen championship trophies in with us as we do the show today. Which
there was a lot of.
Could have Quiggs here, but I think Quiggs is out about as much as that trophy. So. Is Quiggs in Chicago?
I don't know if he's in Chicago.
He's moving to Chicago, right?
Yeah. I think he is, which I didn't know. I know when we went out there, he was going to go look at apartments. So now I'm realizing the list.
Are you moving to Chicago?
Not right now.
What do you mean?
I'm not going this quick. Like the deadline
is your goal.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely.
Oh, okay.
Definitely.
Good. What were you gonna say? I'm sorry.
What was I gonna say? There was a lot of you were like, Jeff was like, you shouldn't have taken the trophy. I took the trophy, so you didn't have to. You wanted to lug the fucking thing on the plane?
Well, he could have.
Fair enough.
Were you there? Colleen was there. Yeah, he was there.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a producer's job, Rico.
Yeah. Did Jeff tell you a story? I almost gave it to the little kid.
What?
Kid comes up in the airport and goes, hey, you won that trophy? I'm like, yeah, you won it? And his face was his jaw. Yes, it was funny because I got 9 texts. Don't ruin it. Don't break it. Make sure you know where it is.
I think one of Jeff's texts to us said that trophy costs like $25,000. Does it look like that to you?
No.
He said that in an Uber ride or something, and I was in shock.
That can't be true.
And neither of us challenged.
Well, I mean, it's tough now because you already got 3 years of it, but a cup makes the most sense.
Oh, you don't like the trophy? Well,
No, just a team can drink out of it.
Right.
You got high noon attached.
Yeah. That's true. I suppose. It's just nice. It brings back some nice memories. As I'm trying to move on to next year. I know you're retired.
I'm definitely retired, but I did send. You tell me if this was out of bounds.
On the email thing?
Yeah.
I saw that.
You did see that?
Yeah, it's one of the few emails I actually saw. Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
What was it you responded to?
I'll read it.
Jeff sent, as always, an incredibly long.
Yeah.
Actually, the frame not bad, but season 3 is coming up.
Yeah.
And get ready.
He's got something else. I don't know what's going on.
Well, yeah, I don't think that's supposed to be. Yeah. I think that's off. I think that's.
No, just his planning and whatever.
Right.
For next season. I said, hey, Jeff, when you listed past champions automatically having a spot next year, did you forget to list the experts?
Right.
For sure they won before. No. Yours in hoops, Rico Bosco.
No response, right?
Nah.
No. Yeah. That was sweet. That was a great. I don't think we've spoken. We haven't spoken on air since, I don't think, right?
Yeah,
called
I think
show
the day after, we called.
Maybe, yeah. Boy, that was a fun. That was sweet. That
was
sweet.
good.
That was
a lot of pressure. They tried to fuck with us. They didn't let me take my nap. That's 2 times on the live show they didn't let me take my naps.
At the hotel?
Yeah, because Boston, we watched. Remember,
you got there that
horrific
day, right?
soccer game.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
So,
we had lunch with, yes. That's right. You were yapping. What's Jay Snowden's ear off? That was a different Rico Bosco.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's right. Yeah. We lost that night. It's the last time we lost.
Yeah. No nap.
Yes.
And I was worried about the final.
Yeah. I was worried. I mean, we got it done. We got it done. Unfortunately, you didn't get to go. We wanted to go to Durham. You didn't get to go.
No.
Your trip to South Carolina was, I think, maybe shorter than this podcast has been so far.
You're an asshole.
You're all excited. We're driving there. You're talking about Pizza Hut. It
was. Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, you're like, I got to leave. I heard, or was that, did you not fly back or did you fly back?
I drove back.
You drove back. Why did you not tell me this?
What?
You drove back from North Carolina?
From North Carolina, yeah.
To that night?
Yeah. Through.
What?
It was easier. Was so you could get the car. It was like, just go. Rather than, I was like.
Oh, yeah, the cancel flight?
Yeah.
Oh, I got it.
I could have got a flight to.
I thought somebody told me that. I don't know why I heard that. Maybe not.
I could have got a flight to
New York? No.
no
Boston?
with DC, but then you might have been trapped in DC.
That's a pain in the ass.
So it was like just
Not bad. It's actually not a
it was easier.
It must have been all night, no?
Yeah, pretty much.
Because you were there for 2 days. You were there for the practice round, right? I mean,
yeah,
you were there for 2
yeah,
rounds.
the practice round and then that. I thought we should have just started on Monday, but I guess nobody wants to get in there on Sunday. In the summer.
Maybe, yeah.
Or I think we could have. I don't know. Who knows? Whatever. You play. You do a little practice in the morning. We could have gone out in the afternoon.
I would
nice
nice
to have the sunset.
Yeah. I've been fine doing that. No, it was great. It was actually they actually did a good job with it.
Yeah. I hope it expands next year. I'd obviously like to play.
I think it's. Well, who knows? I think it's whenever. Yeah, we'll see the reaction to it. I suppose.
When is the Ryder Cup? Go August?
No. The Ryder Cup is like late September, early October.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So that's when it's gonna go out?
Yeah.
Oh shit. I
That's
thought it
what
was
I'm
this
saying.
summer.
No, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. What's going on, Colin? Anything?
Are you part of this? Have to take a bus from New York to Boston?
Yeah.
You are?
Yeah.
Are you really?
Yeah.
You're not above that at this point?
No.
You want to do that?
You can sleep. I don't want to drive. I mean, if they're not paying for flights, I'm not looking.
What a weird move.
Mickey Mouse operation is this? What are we doing?
I'm not looking. If they're not paying for the flights, like it makes sense. And think about it. Once you start,
Well, what are we talking?
One
This is where people get frustrated with you, Dave. What are you?
Yeah.
You could fucking not pay. You could pay me $4 billion. I would not live in.
how
this
about the
city.
jackhammer in the front? You see the guy? You see the guy just jackhammering
Yes.
right in front of the street?
I feel every time.
Even the city. I'll tell you what. As a kid, you used to drive into the Battery Tunnel and like you would try to count the lights.
It's magic.
The fucking skyscrapers, like you had to
older
hold.
you get,
my
right?
dad hold my hand, going to a Knick game.
Right.
We used to get Blimpie every time. It was like a treat.
Oh, sure, yeah, of course.
It's I don't know. Now it's just like you're stumbling over like dead bodies on the street. There was cardboard everywhere. It's just a disaster.
I walked by a guy who was. It was not Barbie and it wasn't Oppenheimer. It was the. Oh, I know what it was. It was the new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles cartoon movie that's coming out.
Okay.
And there was a gentleman there who I don't believe as a home. I think he lives on that street. And he was in a fierce argument with the poster, like a real argument with that thing. And I thought, why do I have to walk by this? Why? I mean, I feel very bad. Mental health's a real thing. But I'm just saying, like, why does this exist? Why does this have to be here?
The city sucks. They also killed. What's the thing you think they've killed the most from your childhood? To me, it's turtles. Like I know Seth. So like I grew up a massive Ninja Turtles fan.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Like for Halloween, my brother was
Leonardo or something.
We were like deep characters.
Oh, okay.
I was
I don't-
Casey Jones. My brother was the Rat King.
I don't know any
My
of
mother
this,
was
yeah.
good at. We were like foot soldier ones.
Yeah.
Like every year with different costume.
They've
Love.
killed this. You're saying? 'Cause they had a big franchise a few years ago.
Well, I mean, you do grow out of it, but like, I don't know. I feel like it's the stuff now is almost like spitting on how great it was way back.
It's part of
in the
getting
day,
older, I think, too.
guess,
Though.
yeah.
I think. I mean,
I went to see one of them in the theaters, and I was like,
the newest ones, or like
yeah,
Megan Fox or whatever.
Yeah,
wasn't she in them?
one of those? Yeah,
I
she was
believe
April
she was,
Kelly.
yeah.
Yeah.
And
They
it was
weren't
like,
good.
wasn't
Yeah.
great.
So you're saying not turtles. You're saying teenage things killed them.
No, just Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Like it's a shell of what it was for the kids. I feel bad.
Yeah. What was I saying though before that?
So
Barstool
event.
So there's a Barstool event in August,
Right.
August 23rd
Sounds about right. In Boston.
in Boston at House of Blues.
I don't know if they've announced what type of event it is.
Well, whatever. I mean,
Yeah.
it's a thing. I don't know why everything is so. Why is that secretive? Is there a reason why? You tell me. I don't know what to say.
I guess then you get people showing off. Like if they know things, I don't know. Security risks.
It's not going to be for. There aren't going to be fans there.
I don't know.
Okay, whatever. But it's going to be
I
publicized.
just-
I would think.
I wait till somebody says something publicly, then I say something.
All right, whatever. I don't know. So there's some event in August. Maybe it's here, maybe it isn't. I don't know. And I guess like if you're not from the area, you have to pay for your own travel and transportation, whatever, to hotels or whatever.
That's what it sounds like.
Yeah.
And it sounds like it's...
I would be like...
It sounds like it's subjective in a way, almost like we're ranking employees, right? Like some people can get it covered and some people don't.
I don't know. I'm guessing Dan Katz probably isn't paying for his flight
Makes
from
sense.
Chicago. I
Yeah.
would think probably not, right?
I think he's earned it.
Yeah, I agree. But like, I mean, but the people in New York, we were told are going to all take a bus, and then once the show's over, we're going to turn and take the bus back.
Yeah.
That's going to be like 3 a.m. You don't care?
It is what it is. It's one of the here's the alternative. If it like obviously you want to fly or take the train, I guess. But the train's a pain in the ass because you get dropped off. Like if I can sleep on a ride, it is what it is.
I guess
it's
not that.
one of those,
Actually,
like,
that is true because
Yeah,
you're going to get to the
different, so I
airport
can
like
fly.
an hour and a half early. At least you're on the road automatically.
I think it's more like if you live in
in the air for 40 minutes.
It's more like if you live in Texas or California or something,
Right.
and it's like then they're.
I also think the way the flights are going, like you're not even guaranteed to get up in the air.
That's true. That's true.
Crazy.
That's true. We fly next Wednesday
Yes.
to Chicago for that golf thing. I don't know.
That
if
is
we're gonna-
correct.
I don't
You
know.
got a golf. Oh, Corn Ferry.
Yeah. I don't.
My new favorite thing is airport freakouts.
Your new favorite thing.
These videos.
Just all these viral videos.
Oh, is this woman a real person? Like, have we found her yet or no?
I don't think they.
I
found
get
it.
confused.
Not even that one.
What's it
Every
you
time I
want-
see that woman on the plane now, I think she's the one that guy. I get her. I'm thinking that that's the same woman who, like her husband allowed her to get fucked in the ass by the porn star guy.
Oh, right. Yeah.
There's like this cross.
Yeah, the memes get.
Is that on OnlyFans only? That scene?
The guy's wife. Thing?
Yeah.
No, I think it's blowing up on Pornhub too.
Oh, have you seen it or no?
No, I haven't.
Oh, okay.
She's not my type.
She's not your type.
No.
Why not?
I don't know. She's just I like. Well, never mind. I don't want to get into it.
Why not?
I don't know. I don't want people to be like, say, I'm not saying something offensive, am I? Right.
Jesus Christ.
I'm like I just like
say
blonde,
it.
He
hot
likes
chicks.
old. Yeah, he likes
Blonde, hot
older.
chicks.
I thought you like older.
I don't like older.
Multilingual,
I just said some older women. are
sexual
attractive.
harassing.
I don't know, I was in Madawaska last week, and there was a person there who did not seem older to me.
No, I didn't say older. I said
You s-
not. No,
Oh.
he said older.
Oh no, he
I'm
likes
not
young.
gonna-
No, I could
yeah.
tell you, he was.
Yeah.
There was a waitress last week. We went to shoot stuff for the town of Madawaska. There was a waitress who was probably 14, 15 years old. And Colony was.
My wife was not happy when she heard that portion of the show.
Well, you're a human being. I mean,
Right.
it's not.
I'm sure she looks at guys all the time.
I would hope so. She's
Yeah.
married to
I
you.
don't give a shit. Yeah.
I would think.
Yeah.
What else going on?
I don't. Did you see any of these updates with the Boston City Council stuff? I wonder if he. Well, no, you don't give a shit about that. Well, she's just out there. I mean, she sounds as if she's.
Who's she?
Mayor Wu.
Michelle Wu,
is
Mayor
What's the
Boston.
lady who hates us?
Firefighters.
No, I meant there was another lady. The lady in the council was trying to. The
The gambling one?
Problems.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a different
What is her role?
No, this is the story about the firefighter and the.
Yeah, this was wild. You
Yeah.
told me this, or I actually
Yeah.
heard this on the show.
Yeah, we were texting about it. Yeah,
one. She's just continuing to
she
go
was
out
on with
there
our
and-
friend Sue O'Connell. I saw.
Yes, and that was the clip that I
She's
saw.
lying. She's just lying. She's
Right.
a liar. She's a politician. Politicians are liars generally. She's lying.
Right.
And she's talking about now the most important. Basically, there are dead bodies there. There are kids there who are, who knows, right?
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, yeah, the most important thing is that these people are gendered properly.
Yes,
And, I've said, I'm all for that. Go for it. But that's not the most important thing in that particular room.
correct.
There are dead bodies. That's certainly not the firefighter's top priority, Rico, when you go into a room, is to make sure that in the reports you gender people properly.
Yes.
Just a guess. I
Well-
want to tell this idiot how to do her job, but, she's the mayor of Boston, so her job, I think, is probably to say that.
And she keeps citing safety of the kids, safety of the kids. The firefighters are the first people who took control of that.
Do they have the
situation.
kids back yet or no? Do we know anything?
We don't know if they have the kids back yet or not. Wow.
Yeah, we're going to keep working on
Yeah.
that. Don't worry. We're not giving up on that.
Yeah.
I will also say, this fucking Long Island guy story is crazy.
Oh, the
I just keep seeing
four
that, and I
women?
haven't dove into any. Yeah, like it's
Wild. I read a
multiple-
book about that a couple of years ago, and then all of a sudden they just arrest this guy, and now they're finding out.
charges on 4 of the 10 women.
Yeah,
right?
but they
He's a serial killer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he's probably. I bet she's killed like 40 people.
Yeah. You see, the other girl got what was that documentary? The famous family in South Carolina, all hooked up.
The Murtaugh.
Murtaugh.
Yeah.
They the girl got 15 million.
Oh, really?
That family, yeah.
Jesus.
That was uncomfortable watching. that.
Jesus. They're finding all kinds of shit about this guy now. His neighbors are saying what a creep he was. And,
Yeah.
I
I saw somebody tweet about the girl who said she was missing for a couple days because there was a baby on the side of the road that she was trying to help. People are trying to say that's like a Jussie Smollett situation.
would say keep an eye on that.
It doesn't sound great.
I would say keep an eye. I saw that the Alabama one.
Yes.
Yeah, that to me was. I'm not saying it's right or wrong, but that was a
She walked home on
that was
on
a
her
red
own.
flag. Put it this way, that's deleting Danny Rapaport would delete that tweet if it was him. I would
Well, that was
just.
the next thing I was going to.
Oh my God! What the fuck is going on with this guy?
Wait. Where do you sit in terms of like neighbors like that kind of jumping? Do you consider that jumping on the pile, or do you hold more weight in a story like that?
Depends if I like.
If they're worse.
If my neighbor was a serial killer like that, but he was a nice guy to me and liked me, I wouldn't kill him if the reporters came by.
No.
Is that what you're saying? Because
No, what I meant is, all right, so you're-
But let me just say it. Let me articulate that quickly though. So, say Rico Bosco's my neighbor. And we get along well. We have some laughs. Say by the bell. Da da da. Turns out he's killed 30 people. Like I'm not going to be the guy scream. Sometimes you'll get those news reports where they're like, "Get off my lawn. This was a great guy." I'm not going to go that far.
Right.
But I'm going to be like, you know what? He was always nice to me.
Yeah.
I can't comment. He didn't kill any of my kids. I can't comment.
I guess what I'm asking more so is from 100 feet up, when you examine a story like this, the reports now where the neighbors are like, yeah, he was a creep, this and that.
They're lying?
No. Do you think there's an element of jumping on the pile, or would it have been?
What do you mean jump? What do you mean?
Like they know he's obviously in the newspapers.
Yeah, they get some
for
attention.
Being investigated. Yeah.
Oh yeah, totally.
Just jumping up high. But if there was a report or police reports or stuff from the neighbors that they went and complained in like 04 or 07.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? And their stuff was before he got convicted.
Right.
I think that obviously holds more weight.
Yeah, I think that's true. No, I think that's true. I've never had. I don't know. Have you guys ever had a neighbor who you think might be not a serial, but just like this guy's a fucking weirdo? And if you found out, is there somebody in your neighborhood where you found out he was a serial killer? You'd be like, oh, I could see that.
I don't believe so. There's rumors of like a parent of somebody I went to high school with being like in the mob and stuff, like connected to Whitey. I always thought that shit was cool.
My father could only tell us the story once. There was a guy who lived in the complex that was a legitimate murderer.
Where you lived?
Where we lived.
Really?
And then he would gang up on, if he found out people had complained to the cops, he would fuck up their car. He backed into their garage.
Really? Jesus.
Guy did some really bad shit. My dad can only tell us once without getting emotional. And my dad went to the cops, and when he was leaving, he saw one of the guys he had spoke to at the precinct walking out of that guy's apartment to give him, but not in plain clothes.
Right.
He kind of gave him a heads up. And then the guy comes up and goes to my father, I heard you talking about the cops. Or I heard you talking to the cops. They had to leave. Like it was their first home. They left. Jeez. It was a really, really, I'll send you privately like some of the shit he did. Yeah. Insane. Guy ended up murdering his girlfriend.
Jesus.
Yeah. Crazy. That was their first house. Fucking nuts.
Good God. Jesus. What else is going on?
Well, I was going to bring up Dan Rapaport. You just teased it.
I don't understand it.
We got a deleted tweet. We got some of the most outrageous Sunday morning golf tweets I've ever seen.
I think people think I don't really like Rapaport, if I'm being totally honest. What are you laughing at? What?
Cordial. You're cordial with them.
I mean, put it this way, okay? I'll just say this. I'm wearing a certain shirt in this office today for a certain reason. That's all. Solidarity. That's how I do it. Yep. But, and if he was a teammate of mine, there's always a teammate of mine. But teammates, look, the history of sports, if he was my teammate in this thing.
Look at Pick'em. Pick'em was a fucking disaster last year.
Yeah, right.
We hang banners, but you fight in the locker room.
I mean, look at the 77, 78 Yankees. I mean, sports teams are hit, and
A-Rod and Tinkerbell.
Right. Bird and McHale did not always get along that well. People forget that. It's the reason why when people always said to Bird, who's your favorite, who's the best player you ever played with? Bird would always say Dennis Johnson, which is absurd, of course, because Kevin McHale was a better basketball player. But that was a dig at Kevin McHale, as much as I love DJ.
Oh, they didn't get along?
Well, they had their own little camps. Like they at the end of the day, and now they get along great. But there was some rumors in the early '90s they weren't getting along that well. But
Bill Cartwright went into the shower and told Jordan, "If you ever tell people don't pass," or Bill Wennington. No, Wennington was a white guy.
That would be Cartwright.
Yeah. Cartwright goes, "If you ever pass the ball tell people don't pass the ball to me, I'll break both your legs."
Right. He was a tough guy. He's a good Nick too. He's a good player.
Yeah.
Rapaport had a tweet that is clearly not made up. I mean, he made something about. So McIntyre was about to win the Scottish Open. Roy wound up winning it. And you have the tweet?
Yes.
Go ahead.
Wife wakes up, asks how the Scottish finish went. I inform her of Bobby Mack's heartbreak. And she says, ugh, come on, Rory. We could have had a Nick Taylor situation. This is why national opens are important. She's learning.
Right. I mean, that's made up. That's what does Kevin call that?
Ruth Conda.
That's a Ruth Conda tweet. That's not real. That's just not real.
Yeah.
And he got destroyed, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Was he trying to be? Because PFT does that all the time.
No, he wasn't. I don't think he was trying.
Okay.
To be. No,
PFT does that on how are you spending your Saturday morning? And it's like
exactly. But I think he's more funny. He's satirical, whereas
he's trying to be.
PFT's
funny.
Also a friend.
He's trying to be funny in a lot of his tweets. That one he is not.
Right. Yeah. Yes. And then he had a weird. Why did he delete the other one?
The other one was because he kind of gave off the impression, like, why would he put out a poll of is tennis better than golf, basically?
But so what? I think
he's a interesting
golf
guy.
I didn't think that was that bad.
It's interesting to see. Like, obviously, all of his followers are hardcore golf people. Maybe 8% would say Wimbledon. That's interesting to me.
Yeah, I don't think it's a bad thing. I think from his perspective, he starts getting ripped because people.
By who?
Say, why would you? Just by random. Twitter,
who gives a fuck? Like that's not real heat. Like
yeah.
He's asking that's a legitimate question to me. I would say the Masters. I've been there, of course.
Yeah.
But I watched the last set and a half with Kate of Wimbledon. It was great.
Yeah.
But I don't understand why he deleted it. He's deleting Dan Rapaport. He deleted the one about
Northwestern.
The Pat Fitzgerald, the guy who put his balls in players' mouths, whatever the hell it was, right? Is that what it is?
Something like that.
Isn't that?
I think the kids were doing it, and it was kind of a paternal thing,
right?
Not my kids.
Yeah. But Rapaport went to Northwestern. He then
did he?
He had a random Northwestern. Yeah. He was and
that makes sense, journalist.
Yeah, and then he had a random thing is like a Northwestern player told me it was all bullshit pretty much, and then he just deleted it. He got killed.
Because all these shows are dead. Has Greenberg said anything? Is
that where Greenberg?
I'm pretty positive.
Oh, I don't know that. I didn't know.
He went to Northwestern. I know Wilbon did.
Yeah.
And then Ravel did.
Ravel had something very early on and then backed off. The very early on, this happens in every scandal, where the very early on, the Jay Paterno crowd, where it's like, this is bullshit, this is bullshit, this is bullshit, this is overblown. So I thought the Northwestern baseball coaches got fired too.
Yep.
So I don't know. Maybe Pat Fitzgerald will be exonerated 4 years. I have no fucking idea. I doubt it, but I have no idea. Mm-hmm. They were also 1-11 last year, which I didn't even realize.
Yeah, they're bad.
Fire him anyway. Jesus.
Yeah, they're bad.
But yeah, Rappaport's a disaster on Twitter. I mean, he's a weird.
He just overthinks.
And I got to deal with him next week.
Yes. Yeah.
And I listened. So I was on the conference call for that, which I pretended like I had bad reception. I just hung up because it was so.
Though Rapaport didn't make the poster of that, did he? I don't believe he did. You're on the poster.
No, but Rapaport was like part of he was very like jokey with everybody. I will say this: that conference call, like. Literally, like, those scenes it always happens on TV. Donna Martin, you say all the time. I never said it in real life because it's not really true. But like something terrible happens, and then the boyfriend's like, "Let's go eat," and you're like, "I'm sorry, I lost my appetite," and like they leave the room.
Yeah.
No, it never happens in real life. It always happens on TV shows. I literally lost my appetite during that conference call for the first time ever. I wanted Cameron Bancroft, who played Joe Bradley, or Ray Pruitt, of course. I want him to come in and ask me if we would get something to eat because I would have been like, I'm sorry, I lost my appetite.
Now, is that because of who? Is that because of Live Events Lisa, or is that because of
Live Events Lisa was a factor, of course. She's here today. She's walking around here she's looking for you, by the way.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Rapport telling like jokes with some PGA guy. Mayor Riggs, of course, the worst of all. Mm-hmm. Some stat guy from they're all making golf jokes, and I'm like, get the fuck out of here.
Can't you see Rapaport at this thing being absolutely insufferable?
Yes.
Because he probably knows the history of all these guys.
Yeah, but he also thinks he's like, yeah.
It's like what Pierre Maguire, I don't know if you, what he was to hockey, which was like, I watched that kid when he was in youth hockey and all this bullshit.
This is supposed to be the opposite of that.
Yeah, right.
I'm officially worried about this thing. I'd definitely watch it because I think it could be a train wreck.
Yeah.
I think it could be a train wreck. I don't know I said to Riggs, I'm like, what's my role? He's like, oh, we'll figure it out. I'm like, oh, great. Fucking Barstool 101 right there. We're there for 5 days. We have the live show, which I care about.
Why is it 5 days? The practice
4
round?
days.
Well, I knew that.
I'm flying in.
5, yeah, I guess.
We're flying in Wednesday, flying out Monday, Thursday, Friday, because it starts so.
Who's playing in it? Any big names?
Yeah, the Corn Ferry Tour in Chicago, some pretty big names. Yeah, I was
George.
surprised.
Harry, I don't know.
McElroy's in, I think.
Yeah.
I think Rom's playing.
Any guys you like, obviously. I know.
I don't know yet, but I
know the Corn Ferry's below, obviously.
No, but I like it. These are guys fighting for their tour.
Right,
card.
yeah.
I think it's actually interesting. I'm all in. I'm excited. But so far, I would say Riggs has really let me.
You know what's amazing to me is
really
they put 120 golfers or whatever in these events, and for the most part, it comes down to the last 4 shots.
Yeah,
3 shots, 2 shots. It's separated by even Steph Curry in that thing.
Yeah. Which I saw Gronk.
Oh, my God.
Look, I like
stupid tweet.
Gronk is always very nice. The few times I've met Gronk, he's been very nice. And he's honestly the most charitable. I remember Lisa Sherbert, who works at Dana Farber, who I hate now, but whatever. She's a nice person, but I hate her. But she was like, Gronk would just come by all the time, like no publicity, like super nice guy.
Yeah.
Tweeted he's an idiot, so I don't kill him for it. But he's like, is Steph Curry better than like a lot of pro golfers? It's like, no, he's definitely not Gronk.
No, but if he dedicated, I'm just ask the question.
No,
you would think
30. He's like 35.
He's an elite athlete, don't you think? If he dedicated, basically,
he must be 30,
at this point,
right?
Yeah.
Look it up. I don't know. He's 34.
30.
You get my point.
Graduated in like 2010. I think he's a year behind me. I'm going to put him at 35.
Okay. I mean, no, he could become like
35.
He could become like a +2 or 3.
Yeah.
Like Arian Foster, just started playing like a year or two ago. He's really good.
Very good.
But like he should be playing in those things actually.
Yeah.
Is he famous enough? He probably is, right? Yeah.
He 100%.
Right,
especially in Houston.
And
then,
what a slap in the face to foreplay, by the way. That actually, when I said that today, that just came out on a whim.
Weren't they in it? Or was it they want to be in it?
I don't know, but they weren't anywhere near it. And like Pat McAfee's guys are all over that. That is such a slap in the face to foreplay.
Yeah, why wouldn't they be in it?
They should have been all over that event this weekend.
I mean,
all over it.
Didn't we do this last year? Oh, it was for Whitney.
Oh yeah, you were saying like could Whitney
That'd be so great if
play
Whitney got in there and the foreplay guys didn't.
Yeah.
I'm gonna push for that next year because they have a rivalry. Those guys.
Yes, they do.
They have a rivalry.
Yes, they do.
So like, do you have the list of the players? Let me see. We'll talk about bespoke post. What are you laughing at?
Just Whitney, anything Whitney.
He's here. He's with us Friday, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a while.
That moron. Let me see.
No, he's a good guy.
Whitney? Oh, I love Whitney.
I saw him at the hockey thing. He was cordial.
He's a fan of yours.
Yeah, I felt bad. There was a lot of people who were out.
I think
Way back. I feel there's still a lot of repairs to be made.
you felt, but with Whitney?
Everybody, yeah. I mean,
What's your issue with Whitney?
Whitney was mad at me.
About what?
He was on your show. I mean, all the shit I did.
He wasn't mad at you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you some of the names before we'll do.
Felt like I left him down.
I'm gonna do this for the second year in a row. Is Ryan Whitney or Foreplay anywhere in the neighborhood? I might name every player here. Bespoke Post. We'll do Bespoke Post first. Boxofawesome.com. You get a box valued around $70. You only pay a fraction of that price. You get all the stuff you want. Camping gear essentials, cookout must-haves, drink game upgrades. Box of Awesome has collections for every part of your life. You take a quiz. Your answer will help them pick out the right Box of Awesome for you. I love getting, whenever we get this to the studio, I actually do enjoy opening up. Yeah, I got my beautiful notebook last time. I got my bag. It's fantastic. 90% of everything that comes in your Box of Awesome is from a small up-and-coming brand, our great friends at Bespoke Post. You get 20% off your first monthly box when you sign up at boxofawesome.com. Enter my name, Minihane at checkout. That's the name my grandfather gave when he showed up in America.
Was it changed?
When would Pa? No, it wasn't. When would Pa have done that?
Was it Minahanovitz?
It was
cut it down.
It was not. It was not. I wonder what year that. Jeez, I should know the answer to that. Over from Ireland, all those years ago. Boxofawesome.com. Code Minahan. 20% off your first monthly box. Boxofawesome.com. Enter my last name, Minihane, at checkout for Box of Awesome and Bespoke Post. Is Ryan Whitney or anybody at Foreplay even in the neighborhood of fame of Steph Curry?
No.
Marty Fish?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't know what the fuck
Joe
that is.
Pelbesky, the hockey player?
Yes.
What?
Joe Pavelski. Yes.
What? Yes, Whitney.
He's more famous than Joe Pavelski is now.
Whitney is.
I think so.
You
Yeah.
played for the Sharks, right?
Sounds right.
I think I wrote some of his cards.
Yeah.
I'm just going to go through some random names. Robbie Gould? Man, no, he's the kicker, right?
Chicago Bears.
Yeah.
Tim Wakefield?
Oh, that's rough. Yeah.
This is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Wakefield knuckleball. You got to go retired. Guys.
Shane Victorino?
Yeah, you got to go retired.
This is what I'm saying.
Plus, like, you're going to get content out of him. Like, Shane Victorino hits a good shot. He's going to be like this. Like,
Who do you think brought more Twitter? Right,
Whitney-
exactly.
Whitney can
Who would
do
bring
any-
more
Whitney
buzz?
can do anything out there.
That's exactly right. Who would bring more buzz or Twitter content over the weekend, do you think? Ryan Whitney or the Foreplay guys or former Vice President Dan Quayle, who finished 68th at -14.
I haven't heard the name Dan Quayle since, like, oh, my God.
By the way,
Jesus.
so you get like I think so you want to score more points in this event. So it's sort of the opposite. Minus is bad. Steph Curry has 75 points. So I think it's like
point? What's the premise of that?
I think it's a point for a par.
Yes. Yeah.
You don't lose anything for a bogey. 3 points for a birdie, 5 points for an eagle or something.
Something along those lines.
My
Yep.
buddies play that. There's like a little side
tournament.
bet.
See if you play
You
tournament.
you do that.
Stableford scoring.
Stableford scoring, and you minus it out. So I'm playing to like I think like a 32.
Right.
So it's 36 minus 32.
Oh, I see.
So I have to score a total of 4 points, 2
get
on each
the,
side. But I can go get, which I did in the thing we did one time. I got a par or got a birdie. So on one hole,
it's a win.
Yep.
now I'm +4. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
now a guy like him,
Yep.
Oh, it's a
is
point.
playing-
It's actually a point for a bogey.
Yeah.
Oh, you get a point?
I would do a point if you play.
And
It
a
depends
par?
how you play. If you have guys who
2 for
barely
par.
break 100,
Yeah.
I think a double should be 1. A bogey is 2. Nah, you know what? Yeah, no, nothing for a double. Bogey,
No, you
bogey
should get
1.
one, right.
Yeah, bogey 1.
Par
Did you show up
2.
to the course the other day with a cooler of beer?
No, I showed up with.
We'll get there,
It was
Roger.
fucking 95 degrees.
We'll
I
get
showed
there
up
in a
with.
second. We'll get there in a second. 1 second.
I had second cool in my rig.
I'll do some more names here. Quick.
Also, that's like the least of the crimes.
Vinny Del Negro.
Oh, I love Vinny Del Negro.
Great college player.
Where'd he go?
NC State.
Okay.
He's for,
I only know him from killing the Knicks in the 90s and the Spurs.
Dwight Freeney.
So minus is bad. Like, for example, The Miz, minus 56.
Yeah, he doesn't look like
Second
a
to
guy.
last. Catherine Tappan, minus 51. Miles Teller, minus 30. Miles Teller is worse than Charles Barkley?
Wait, what's Miles Teller?
He's Top Gun. He's Goose's kid in Top Gun.
No. What's his score? I know who he is.
Minus 34.
Oh,
which
okay.
Means,
Yeah, so he's not great with that.
that means, like, for example, he
But
shot,
I think Barkley got better.
he shot 93 and he shot 97.
That's not terrible.
No, but he's a young
93 and
guy. He's
97?
famous.
That's not terrible.
In a celebrity tournament? Like, what does Steph Curry actually shoot? They have his
Miles Teller's a superstar.
He shoots 75, 73. He shot 69 in the final. I would finish in the top 20 in this event.
Miles Teller's a superstar.
A superstar.
I think so.
He is, but he could walk down the street. And
if he has a hat on, he's not that big of a superstar. Like, do you put? Let me put it this way.
Who are the young guns right now running it?
Put it this way. No, but that's my point. Put it this way. If
Chalamet,
let's say you replace Miles Teller with, I'm trying to think of a contemporary of his.
Yeah, but Teller's good in everything.
I know.
I love him.
I'm not saying I dislike the guy.
Yeah.
I'm saying if you replaced him in Top Gun Maverick with
Chalamet,
no, because he wouldn't fit in that world.
he's a bag of bones.
Like the guy who played the other guy in Top, the guy who played the bad guy in Top, sort of like the cocky ice,
The blonde type of guy. Yeah.
Right.
actor,
If he played that guy, if he played like the movie didn't make any money because of Miles Teller.
No.
Tom Cruise, why he made money. This is why, like, again, we're going back to this summer, going back to the well. Some of it's working, and some of it's not. Indiana Jones was a bomb. Top Gun, Mission Impossible was not a big hit this weekend.
No.
Didn't do as well as people thought it was going to do. The movie of the summer is the fucking Sound of Freedom.
Oh, right. Yeah.
What's that about?
It's the child trafficking movie. It's like the big Christian right-wing movie.
Oh, really?
30 million last weekend.
Yeah.
Check that out.
Killing Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
And the right-wingers are going nuts, and the left-wingers are ignoring it. That movie podcast, The Big Picture, the one with there's an episode a few weeks ago. They talk about 10 movies that they haven't talked about yet. They don't mention Sound of Freedom. They mention one movie that's made $90,000 at the box office. And this is why the right-wing movies do well.
Yeah.
It's because the left-wingers snub them. Like, I want this movie to make $1 billion. I think it's
so.
great.
Where did you lie on that whole debate of the movies? You know, like I think going to the movies is
It's a great experience.
it's fine. Yeah, it's enjoyable. But what I really like is being excited to go see the movie, and I feel like those are few and far between.
No question.
Like Top Gun, I was like amped. Like, all right, that's a movie you got to go see in the theater.
Yes.
You know,
Oppenheimer for me is that kind of movie. That's a theater event.
See, I'm not as excited about that storyline.
Right.
You
But I
know,
think
the
Mission
one
Impossible
just because of the buzz, and I know nothing about it. Killers of the Flower Moon, definitely gonna go see that.
It's 3 hours and 40 minutes.
I know. Got to try and stay awake.
It's gonna be a workout. But I'm with you. I'm excited for it.
You know, but I don't think there's, like, even the classic, like, yesterday, it's a rainy Sunday. Like, what do you want to do? You know what? Let's go see a movie. Is there any, like, popcorn flick of a quick
Mission
action
Impossible.
thing? Is there? Yeah, I was never a Mission Impossible.
That's not my favorite series.
You know, is there, like, a good comedy that you would go in and just laugh, sit in the air conditioning?
No hard
I don't know.
feelings? I don't know.
I'm just saying, I feel like there's not a lot of movies that I'm getting really amped up
I'm
to
with
go
you.
see.
That's
where I'm
That's
at.
a big issue. That's a big issue for sure.
And some of the best ones you see are on some streaming service, like buried in that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Boy,
So it's like-
the Castellani backtrack on it.
So fast. Yeah.
There's nothing, I like him. He's a nice kid. There's nothing worse when a guest comes on and is basically like, yeah, I guess. And you're like,
You're
oh,
right.
all right, why are you on?
Yeah, you're right.
No hard feelings, but like,
Double down.
I saw Brandon Walker said it was just okay to go to the movies.
Yep.
And then Robbie Fox listed the 2 movies he worked at that people masturbated in the theater, which people tweeted at me because of my famous story when I was a teenager masturbating in the theaters to Edward Scissorhands, which I did do in the theater.
You get caught?
No, it was all by myself. Yeah, my mom and my brother were seeing some kids movie, and I had
Okay.
my sweatpants on. I just rubbed one out of them, right, blew a little right in my underwear. It's like 13. That's what you do at that age.
What color sweatpants?
I say 13. I should look up what year that movie came out for legal purposes. I was not 18. I know that.
What color sweatpants?
Blue, I think.
That's risky.
There's at that age. Came out in 1990. I was 15. Came out in December of 1990. I was 16. Maybe I have the movie wrong. Now that I think of it in retrospect. I think it was a sneak preview. At that age, though, I remember my mom would get her hair cut. Should I tell? Why not? I may have told it before. My mom would get her hair cut in Davis Square. And she'd be like, go. She'd give me $10. She'd go to Papagino's and go to the magazine store. Back then, you could get 2 slices of pizza in a magazine for $10.
Yeah.
Easy. I remember one time I got my pizza. I walked over to the magazine store. I was way younger. That was like, I just started like growing as a man. And there was all these dirty magazines in the back. And I just grabbed one and just fucking rubbed my penis over my until I blew a load.
Wow.
And I just went back and sat down.
Wow.
My mom drove me home.
It's a treat.
I don't,
When times were
I
simple,
was like 12 or
it's-
13. I'm not saying it's a guy, but I'm just saying if there's a young guy driving the car listening right now with his mom and he's got a load in his pants,
Yes.
you're not alone.
Yeah.
Right.
It's okay.
Yeah.
That's my point. I suppose. I don't know. So now Harry's 11, and now I'm like, I'm kind of, if I'm around him, I'll give the knock on the, because I have no idea what the fuck's going on.
Right.
Right. That's weird.
I don't think he's there yet.
Yeah.
How old were you when you started?
He's a big rider.
He is. He just said it to me the other day.
You might have to shut down some of the things he speaks about, though. don't know if you've seen that email in terms of things he drinks. Make sure.
But he's drinking the right kind.
He's not doing the super. There's the one that has the
energy drink. He's not doing the energy.
He's doing the regular one.
Yeah.
You know about the Prime?
The regular one is really.
I'm a body armor guy through and through.
Yes.
Oh, same. Yeah, no,
As
right.
we all
Of
are,
course.
yeah, of course.
He certainly has MI. No, I'm
Yeah.
saying. I mean, I can't control these kids. I'm trying to get them to drink it, but it's a fad. Isn't Dave associated with Logan Paul in some way or no? Or was he?
Yeah, he's like an ambassador for the sports book, I believe.
Yeah.
I feel like they did away with that, didn't they?
I don't know.
Yeah. Because remember the video game guy? They had him.
Why do you feel like you're giving testimony or something?
I just don't want get a lot of sound bites on these fucking things. I'm pleading the fifth.
What do you think? Porno's going to take a soundbite out of context and get worked?
No,
up?
I think
that seems very unlikely.
Might be a guy out in California who takes a soundbite, pops it up, makes you try to look bad.
A guy in California. This is what I mean. We're in Rico world now.
Stillie's Clubhouse.
Thank you, Rico. Thank you very much. Thank you. This is why this is best. So they had the Mike and the Minifans wrap-up show of our show on YouTube, and BA was on. He was fine. I think it's a guy. Was it the guy whose dad owns a pizza place?
Yeah, Joe.
Tremendous,
huge
drip, which is 0. Another 0. Who is it? The Bird guy.
Birdman. You're down on Birdman.
I'm not down, but he's a 0.
Yeah.
Like, don't you think?
He's a very likable human being. So yeah,
he's a nice guy.
He's a 2. Yeah.
He's a 2.
Yeah.
Out of what?
Out of 10.
Oh, no.
Like content on the
he's
shows.
a nice guy.
Without you, he's a 2.
Correct.
Yeah.
Thank you, Dave. And then there's a woman on there, right?
Allison.
Yep. And at the beginning of it, I was going to message you. At the beginning of it, the BA guy said to her, like, oh, she was part of Stoolie Clubhouse.
Yeah, I didn't know the
She's
connection.
in there all the time.
Yeah.
She can go fuck herself.
Well,
Get the fuck out of her.
But she's a fan of yours. Like
No, she's not. First of all, she's been a fan for like a week. And I'm not against bringing new fans, but she's friends with that Stoolie Clubhouse guy. Sucks shit. What? He does. Am I wrong?
I don't know him that.
I never liked. We used to have a guy here who tried to trap you. He's moved on. I never liked the gotcha type of
he's
shit.
But he's also just like hates us. Like I don't think do whatever you want.
I don't think he does anymore, but he's done stuff in the past that made you think.
I hope he gets cancer. I don't know what you want me to say. I
just don't. I don't like the gotcha type of.
I don't care
Stuff. They're looking to put you in a bad spot.
That's like cancel Colony. That's what he does.
Right.
Well, I mean, but I have a bigger picture.
Sure, I understand.
Yeah.
You're in this for, but I mean, I hate that guy. I hope he doesn't get cancer. That's mean to say, but whatever. Skin cancer. But I mean, I have no. And then she's like, "Yeah, I love the show. I've been listening for 3 days. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here." Yeah. No,
I don't know. I don't mind any new fans coming into the picture. Even
neither do I. Neither do I. But what'd you say?
Let's bring him in. Yeah.
I don't mind that, but I hate when you're inauthentic about it.
Right.
She's lying, and she's with that guy who's
It is a little weird. Like you
Fuck
can be a fair weather fan come in and out, but should those people be on like wrap up shows
Sure,
about the show if they don't know every nook?
Do whatever they want, but I'm just saying, fuck off.
Right.
For me to that crowd, the Stoolie Clubhouse guy, fuck you.
Yeah.
Like, especially during the Clemmer. He's always shitting. During the stuff a few years ago, he was against us.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Yeah.
Like, you can listen if you want, but I can also say to you, fuck you.
Yep. You nervous to bump into Clemmer today?
What?
Are you nervous to bump into Clemmer today?
Yes, terrified. I'll say about Clemmer, he's always here.
Yeah.
He's working. He's blogging away. I don't know what the fuck he's doing, but he's blogging away.
Why do you want to go to Chicago so bad? I feel like you're like,
just look at the way. Yeah, but just look at the way gambling and the way the street
so it's a job security thing. Not that that's a bad thing.
Not security. It's just more of like you're in the mix.
Yeah.
Like we've been doing those streams for 4 years. When you go on those streams, a lot of the things that come out, definitely are Dan, obviously, definitely Dave when Dave does them. You know, a guy like Jerry pops, those clips go. My clips, you end up talking about stuff like you're in the mix.
Yeah. It's better.
It's just you get in a routine. Like I feel like here. I started during that COVID thing, so I kind of haven't been in a clean routine of where everything was normal. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So, like, I don't know. It just would be, we'll see.
Yeah.
I think it's definitely a new chapter out there. So, you kind of get it. Then you get in on the ground floor. It'd be great.
Yeah.
We're talking about Brandon Walker. Well, have you seen, how long before he looks like full-blown, like, Tom Hanks in the end of fucking,
Castaway?
That or Forrest Gump when he's just running. Like he's gonna look. He's got the beard. He's shooting jumpers. He's fishing. He's catching the same fish every day.
I was waiting like he did that.
He's going to look like homeless.
It seems like he's very into this, fishing, and he's embraced this world.
Yeah, I know.
Meanwhile, like he's not like really in the sticks, is he? I mean, isn't he like really?
He said he's an hour away, right?
It's like an hour and a half away. He's closer to Wisconsin than he is.
Well, yeah, that's crazy. Jesus. I mean, good for him.
I think he's happy. I mean, he's just...
What?
No, just like it's you. After you look and there's hair everywhere, it's just gonna be like, not that I give a fuck, but it's just like I wonder if he's just gonna truly.
He's gonna go all in.
Yeah, I think he might go all in on screen in the sticks.
I mean, it's crazy.
Build a fucking cabin.
I mean, it's early here, but this place is a ghost. It's the summer too. But this place is a ghost town.
Yeah.
No?
Well, it's 3 in the afternoon.
What is that? I don't fucking understand any of it. Jesus. What else is going on?
Did you see that? Well, this is my beat, so I like the conversation happening.
Sure,
but did you see the Luke Combs, Tracy Chapman?
Yes, I'm so annoyed.
The Washington Post.
I'm so annoyed.
I'm going to see Luke Combs on Saturday. Actually.
Okay.
What are they saying?
So Luke Combs did a cover of the great Tracy Chapman song.
Yeah, I like Luke Combs. Listen to him on Rogan. Okay. Interesting guy.
I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure he's great. So I've heard his cover. It's fine. It's not as good as Tracy Chapman's, but it's a good song. I have no problem with it. Good luck. Like, the originals to me are usually better.
It's enjoyable. Yeah.
And it's her version of a Springsteen song. Anyways, that's fine. No problem. So some idiot at the Washington Post, some person who probably has a degree in journalism from wherever, Vassar or something, wrote some story basically saying, geez, I can't believe that this is being, basically her point was a white guy should not be taking a black woman's song and making a country hit out of it. Pretty much, right?
Yes.
And it's kind of like, well, why not? First of all, Tracy Chapman has no problem with it.
Mm-hmm.
P.S. She's making a fortune off it, I'm sure.
Correct. Yeah. She's already made $500,000.
Yeah, but she'd make $1 million. This song was number one.
Yes.
It's getting a whole new generation listening to her song and her music.
That's what happens. Yeah.
And it's also a black woman, by the way, making money off a white guy. If you want to do, if that's a card this journalist wants to play.
Yep.
And she's like, the queer and black female crowd has always been underrepresented in country music. And I'm like, well, I don't know how much of that crowd listens. I don't know. Yep. It's not in the story. I read
also
the story.
the black community has been underrepresented in country music.
Correct.
Was there as well.
Which
there are megastars that are black that are country.
Sure,
musicians.
but I would say if you said if you go to that Luke Combs concert, I'm going to guess it's going to look like, a Bruce Springsteen concert.
Probably.
Or a Taylor Swift concert, by the way.
Yep.
It's going to be very white.
But I'm also,
But my point is, so what? Like,
right.
I mean,
it's probably the same thing at the Kane Brown concert at Fenway Park. He's black, and
maybe probably not as much, but yeah, but probably not.
Yeah.
But she's like, geez, basically her other point was like, I've never, seen an example where, and by the way, basically she also said that Tracy Chapman's thing at the time wasn't a big hit. It was a huge hit. It got nominated for a bunch of Grammys. It was a top 10 song. It was huge. It was a phenomenon.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Was Tracy Chapman quoted in this piece?
I actually don't think she was.
I don't know if she was, but I see, like,
because that's.
But she said she's like, she put out a release a few weeks ago saying, hey, I'm really happy with.
So if you don't have the beef, why are they trying to do that thing where it's like reminds me of The Sopranos when they used to do the thing like, the Italian heard it, and the people who said zip about it and told them to shut up was all the Italian actors who were getting the roles.
Right.
They're like, shut the fuck up. I like the paycheck.
Right.
Don't tell me how I feel.
Correct. And then she was also like, geez, there's no, basically like, there's no example of like a black woman, having any. Songs written by country people that are hits for them, like Luke Combs did for Tracy Chapman.
Yep.
And it took me 1 second to think, well, probably the biggest hit of the 1990s, one of the biggest hits of all time, is "I Will Always Love You" by Whitney Houston. That was by Dolly Parton.
Yes.
So I mean, that's a white country female singer. It's the exact same thing.
Right.
Yes.
It's literally the exact same thing.
Yeah. Yep.
I mean, except Tracy Chapman's was actually a huge hit also.
Yep.
Dolly Parton's wasn't when she released it, but like. To me, that was one of those times I like moments like that because that's one of those almost, except for the extreme left, that was kind of a unifying tweet.
Yes.
Like everyone was like, what are you doing? What the fuck are you doing?
That's weird.
Fuck off.
Do you think covers can be better than the originals?
Yes.
I do. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I'm probably going to get eviscerated. Counting Crows, Friend of the Devil. I watched them cover that on Stern.
Yeah.
I think that's better than the original.
Yeah. I could see that.
The first time I don't know. Just the way he sung that live, that cover was fucking unbelievable. I love that. I think.
I'm a huge fan of the original, but I can see when people say the Metallica's "Turn the Page" is better than Seeger's "Turn the Page." I'm okay with that.
It's different.
I wouldn't say that, but but it's a great cover.
Right.
I got no problem.
Well, now we can't call them the first word, but the Chicks.
Uh-huh.
Landslide gives Stevie Nicks a run.
Yeah,
I don't think it's better.
It's good.
Gives it a run.
I just don't like when it sounds the same. Like, I think they're giving Luke Combs way too much credit for this because it sounds
exactly the same.
There's
it's
nothing
karaoke. It's a good karaoke version.
Right.
It's good. It's fine.
Yeah.
I don't hate it, but it's not.
I also think it's lazy. Like that. That's why this article is bullshit too. That is a monster hit. Like if you're going to cover a song, you kind of do.
Well, where do you stand? You can't be going against your guy. But what about Blinded by the Light?
What do you mean?
is a Bruce original, correct?
He wrote it. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. And then Man for Man got to #1 with it. Yeah.
Yeah. So which one do you think's better?
Well, I like Bruce's better, but I mean the other one's a huge. I mean Bruce has written a ton of hits for other people.
I think the other one's better. But
Bruce's?
No, I think
Man for Man.
Whatever that one in isn't it in Blow? I think it's on the soundtrack of Blow, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. That's the first time I ever heard it.
Huge hit. Yeah. I mean, he wrote, he wrote a bunch of hits for Pointer Sisters, for, Patty Because of the Night he wrote for somebody else. So, but yeah. I don't mind if a cover is well done. I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I heard Luke come it sounds like every other country song.
Yeah,
it's good. I mean,
that was a big social media thing like last month, which was is Luke Combs' version better?
Yeah, I saw a lot of that. But it's a generational thing.
Yeah. By the way, you just mentioned Stern. Stern apparently last night I was trying to find audio on Sirius. Apparently he was had a party with Jimmy Fallon, Drew Barrymore, all his celebrity friends, and they just went to his studio, turned it on, and started playing music or some shit on his channel on Sirius last night. I assume they were all wasted. That's why I wanted the audio.
Sound of it or no?
I was trying to find it. It wasn't on the Sirius app.
Oh, I didn't even see that anymore.
You didn't see tweets about that?
No.
Yeah.
How much longer can they carry him?
He just signed, right? Like a year or two ago?
I think so.
Jesus.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean,
I had the app for a while, when we were here, and obviously, and you would pop in and you'd be like, all right, it's cool. You get another, because I do think his interviews are great, and I don't see where he does the prep. It looks like he does it off the top of his head, which you respect.
He definitely does not. He's got a team doing it. He's got notes.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
All right, cool. So, but he hides it well, I should say that.
Yeah, he does.
But he does ask a lot of good questions.
Yeah, he's got good.
I think he has some dumb questions in there too, but he does ask a lot of questions.
Yeah, Stern for me as an interview has gotten very hyper focused on the psychology, what's your dad like? He's gotten very
right. And there were a lot of interviews that you would pop on. Now after a while, it felt like there were less and less interviews. Yeah. Obviously COVID, but it's just you kind of look and you're like, there's one in March. There's another one in January. Maybe they also fuck up the app, but it just felt like for weeks it was or who I was interested in. One in used to be all the time.
What's the last big one he did?
The last big guess.
Was it Bruce?
Well, that was obviously.
You think you kind of cap out after a while? You've already talked to
But he didn't get Cruise for Mission Impossible.
No, Cruise did nothing.
No,
Cruise terrified. Cruise would never do he's worried about Scientology stuff.
Yeah, I'm sure he got Margot Robbie and Ryan Gosling. They're everywhere.
But I feel like he already talked to Margot Robbie, so
probably.
Yeah.
They're everywhere here.
The same with Billy Joel. I would be excited to see him do Billy Joel again, but I already watched the Town House or Town Hall.
Well, that's the other thing. Everyone thinks he's a great interview. He is a great interview, but he also gets 3 hours with these people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty rare. And by the way, there's no payoff. That doesn't sell any records at this point.
Right.
No.
Bruce did 3 hours for that Covers album. He did the Soul. It fucking didn't sell 6 records. I bet.
Yeah.
Not like James Eckhouse interview.
No.
It's going to turn his career around.
You're turning me more into that too. Why do I really need to hear from the A-lister who's going to recite the same shit? I'd rather hear from the nobody back.
How good was the Eckhouse cocktail story?
It's fantastic.
I'm serious.
That's a top 5 movie for me.
That was a great story, right?
Fantastic.
That's way better than the same story you've heard 90 times.
Yes.
That's a wild story.
It was wild. Yeah.
Crazy. Yeah, we had James Eckhouse, the dad from 90210 was on last week.
I was wondering who that was.
It's great. It was great.
Sorry, there's a little rain. I gotta.
What are you doing?
I gotta switch a player in the hit parade. I know you're a big gambler.
The hit parade.
Hit parade. 3 guys to get a hit plus money.
Oh, that's not the thing where you pick the player. The trivia thing that I like. What's that called?
Immaculate Grid.
Yeah.
I was gonna text you about that. Yeah, it's good. That's great.
It's addictive. Yeah, for sure.
Prep.
Yes.
For
who do you have in your hit parade?
We had to take Ellie De La Cruz out because it's bad. He's for the Reds, electric. But there's a lot of bad weather in Cincy, so I'm going to swap him for Shohei. Played a little safe.
Okay.
The Reds are calling up this guy, Christian Encarnacion Strand, their top prospect as well.
Is that related to any of the other Encarnacions or no?
No. I have the Reds 17-1 to win that division.
Wait, at the beginning of the year you got that?
No, I got it. They were 5 games out from the Brewers. They have a big stretch against the Brewers coming up. They just had 3, got swept.
Are they in first? Oh, they're not in first place anymore?
It's right there. But they won 14 in a row the day I placed it, so it was good.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Does the WNBA use a different size ball?
Yes. Okay. Women's ball. 28.5.
Don't knock it. That was very
No,
impressive.
I watched it a million times.
How much? I had a conversation with Pete about the Barstool Invitational one time.
Mm-hmm.
How much do you think Division I refs get paid per game? And let's say in the Big 12.
Let me think about it. I'm going to do better help, and I'll think as I think about that. Per game. So, yeah, they're not paid by. They're not salaried.
No, they're not salaried. They're contracted.
Right, because a lot of these guys, when we were growing up, Bob and I would go nuts, and then in the story would be whatever. Ted Valentine, an insurance salesman out of Spokane.
Yep.
Yeah.
Which makes sense, I guess. I mean, don't you think? Well, I know you're very into this. The show is sponsored in part by BetterHelp. And, whether you're going through, Rico Bosco understands well, whether you're going through, you talk this stuff out. If you found a therapist who speaks faster.
We're in talks, yeah, definitely.
Oh, yeah, okay, good. Because that was your problem.
That was it. That was the only problem. Yeah.
But
that's the good thing about BetterHelp. You get them, and then you can trade it out.
That wasn't on air, right? That was our team dinner.
That was a team dinner, which you then made on air. And Dan made on air. But we know how that's going.
Did you think that night at dinner, by the way, that was a night, I had a good time at that dinner. Dan ordered literally everything on the menu.
I thought we should have went, me and, I forget who was sitting to Dan's. Oh, it was Frankie. Well, Frankie was gassed up at the wedding. We should have had, well, I guess you want guys middling, but it is a round table. We should have gone the power alley right there. Dan, me.
We can tell the truth. This is the Rapaport of it all kind of got in the way.
He sat next to me. Yeah, apparently I guess he said, he's like, oh, that guy's an interesting character.
Yeah. He's very bold. Got a big expensive bottle of wine.
Truthfully, though, he's got a lot of friends who are golfers. I can't have friends in my sports.
I don't disagree with that. I don't have a problem with that. But Dan said that night, he was like, I was going to order a dessert, but you meaning me, when the woman was like, do you want a dessert? I was like, I'm all set. He said that affected him. Well, you could get a dessert. I don't care. I was happy to sit around.
Yeah. The one dessert I'm still regretting not getting.
What was that?
That brownie sundae or whatever that was.
Because
I was the only guy. No, I would have. You don't want to be the only guy, and everyone's looking like.
I think if one person said I'll get dessert, I think I would have triggered a dessert tsunami. I think everyone else would have ordered it. I think you could be bold enough to do that. We'll talk about that with a therapist. You go to BetterHelp.com. First of all, you fill a questionnaire. Whatever's going on in your life, whether you're whether you're like my dad who has real issues and never really confronted with a therapist, or you're like my mom who tried to please everybody and in turn please nobody. This is sort of a battle she had her whole life. Or all the things I'm going through. Look, there's just a lot going on. Tough decisions to make. You go to BetterHelp.com. You fill out a brief questionnaire, get matched with a licensed therapist, and switch therapists anytime for no additional charge. Very, very simple. Visit BetterHelp.com/Kirk10 today. 10% off your first month. BetterHelp.com/Kirk10 today. Let therapy be your map with BetterHelp. BetterHelp.com/Kirk10 and do that today. So a official in the Big Ten.
Yeah.
Per game.
Per
shot. Now, so let's say, give me an official in the Big Ten.
Well, the one guy just retired.
I'll say
John Higgins.
John Higgins?
Big 12.
Jesus, he was still reffing?
No, you're thinking of Tim Higgins in the Big East.
Higgins. Okay, yeah, okay.
John Higgins.
So I'll say my guy, John Higgins. So if John Higgins is doing a game in Wisconsin, right? Are they still in the Big Ten? I don't know, conference anyway.
Wisconsin's still in the Big Ten, yeah.
Do they pay for his flight into Wisconsin, or is he living around there and they contract him?
From talking to my ref guys, they upped it a little bit. So the fee used to be $40.
$40 for what?
Let's say $40 for the game.
Right.
I'm using low, so I'm not giving it away.
Right, I understand. Thank you.
$40.
Yeah.
They upped it to $65 or $100 total, and now the flight's on you.
So he's paying for his dinner next to the hotel the night before that day.
Yeah, all that is
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that's all on.
He's like a wrestler at this point. Yeah. I mean, to make it work,
you could probably write all those flights off.
That's true, and you get miles and shit like that. Yeah. But still, to make everything work, I would want $1,500, $2,000 a game.
I'm not gonna say it's that high. I'm gonna say it's like at max 1,000.
All right, you're both off, way off. But All Biz Pete thought they got paid $275 a game.
How much do they get?
They get $3,300 a game.
Oh, $3,300
or $3,700 a game.
Holy shit! What did I say? 2,000?
Yeah.
They get $4,000.
3,700. 3,800.
So okay, so figure out. So you pay. All right, so 3,700.
There's a guy from Staten Island who rose up because with Title IX, women. I don't think it's exactly.
Get paid pretty close. Right?
This guy has done.
The size of basketball.
You could look him up. He's done 5 or 6 of the last 8 championship games from Staten Island, New York.
What do you get for that?
Quit his finance job because he was making too much. He's getting around the same amount.
Go up, say, what do you get for the Final Four games?
I think the tournament bumps you like maybe a little bit more, but it's pretty much on the same.
That is crazy.
You get the highest end.
It's crazy. Billions of dollars of contracts, and the
you
guy
get
$1,500. $4,000.
If you're doing UNH.
Yeah, it's the same. Right?
In the NEC, you're getting $1,500.
Oh, $1,500. So
conferences
do they
scale.
cap how many games do they do a week?
You can do as many as you want. Go look up John Higgins. The guy was going 6 nights a week, 5 nights a week.
Holy shit!
Yeah, they make a lot of money.
So if you make $3,600, say you do a game in Wisconsin. So here's your $3,600. So the state of Wisconsin takes whatever from that. What did they
6%?
Is that it?
I would guess New York's high. We're 8%.
I was going to say, yeah. Okay, so you take that, but you pay for your. I mean, you're still probably walking away with Jesus Christ. Not bad. That is not bad.
That's a good deal.
Yeah, Pete was like 275. Pete, I was like, Pete, I used to get paid 125 to do the fucking clock. I was like, what are you talking about?
Why don't you get out there? Why aren't you doing that? Go rest. Go do some reffing.
Nah, it's the game. It's just too much. The travel, the park, like you were getting paid. All right, I was getting like 115, 125 for a grade school game or a freshman game in these waspy schools in New York, and it was a home run. I walked into a basement one time, did the game 81-19. No one says a word.
Right.
It's so easy.
Right.
But then you add it up. You're like, all right, gas in, toll back.
Yep.
It's like it's not
No one says a word when.
during the game.
Yeah, but I'm saying, like, was that 10 years ago? Like,
No, 4 or 5.
I feel like it's horror stories now. Like, now,
Yeah, but
fucking
you got to
throwing things to
remember,
the refs.
the sports for these schools is like, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It really is just something to do. Like, no one knows anything. No one cares.
Got it. Yeah.
It's a fucking home run.
Yep.
I'm not doing a highly competitive game in Jersey City.
Yep.
I'm doing some kid named Ethan. I ever tell you about this? Right after Kobe died, they come up. They're like, hey, ref, we're going to do the thing to honor Kobe. There is no shot clock, and the back court is 10 seconds. So I'm like, guys, what? I'm like, all right, you know what? Like, and it was, that was a scene. You got to blow it fake at 8 seconds. That was a scene. And the whole gym is clapping. We're waiting there to put it in. What a scene.
Did you ever go back, and this was the big deal in Chicago that day of the trip, did you ever go back and watch Nicole Eggert and Blown Away or no?
No, I haven't. You know what? I haven't.
You haven't done it yet? No.
I haven't.
There was a lot of controversy.
A lot of controversy.
Yeah, porno was all fired up.
Oh my God.
That
was peak, and you were worried it would affect me.
I was worried it was going to. I mean, you played great. I mean, the first game, I kind of held things.
I didn't need to
I was
show
one by
up.
myself, but the second game, you guys were you came through huge
Yeah.
at the end.
When you told us when you did pass in the first game, which was rare, and you didn't need to, we did hit a few shots.
The first, yeah.
I think I got the music.
Is that right? Yes, I think.
I think I might have got one other one, but it really didn't matter. I think Quiggs might have got one in the first one,
and then the last one was a team effort.
The last one was
which was great, which is how we should have won. I still can't believe that happened. It was crazy that happened. And what got lost in the shuffle was Brandon. If I had nailed that movie one, which I still can't believe I missed,
right?
Brandon was a 0 in that Final Four matchup. Like,
well, yeah, I mean, he missed I'm really amazed he missed the sports one.
The announcer one?
Yeah, when they went Marv, when he went Marv Albert on the first one or whatever they went.
Yeah, that's right.
Then we didn't let them get back to the second one, but luckily I knew that second one.
Yes. How's Quiggs doing? Have we heard from? I haven't heard from Quiggs in a while.
I haven't reached out to him.
I assume he's on the team. I think he still wants to be part of the team.
I don't know what you guys are gonna do for third.
What do you mean?
Nonsense.
Any recommendations?
No, I just think you just go 2 and just flex on everybody.
I guess maybe we could. Who do we actually do? Who we actually do if we had to bring him third? I don't actually want to talk to him.
He should come in and pay respects.
Oh, is he? I thought he was in Chicago.
Is he out there yet?
Don't worry about it.
Hey, you in New York or Chicago?
New York.
Oh, all right. Skip's here.
Oh, he is?
Yeah, bring your envelope. Pod room 2.
All right.
All right.
I was reading a Rico Bosco blog this weekend.
I just read one recently too. Go ahead.
Yeah, and I was thinking about you in a sense because you're going to a concert, one you're really looking forward to, in Bruce Springsteen.
Sure.
Who is somebody who could come out at that concert that would wow the fuck out of you, and you'd be like, "Holy shit, that was an unbelievable moment."
I was at Shea Stadium, see Springsteen in 2003. Bob Dylan came out.
Wow.
That's crazy.
I was in Dallas in 2002. Don Henley came out, which for me is a really big deal.
Yep.
I saw Tony Bennett with Billy Joel.
There you go.
I was pissed though. So shout out Game Time, great seats. Billy Joel, Stevie Nicks.
Oh yeah, I remember you were
Stevie
at that
Nicks
show.
did not.
Yeah.
What's up? We're doing a show. Just figured you say hello. Kick up.
He called you. What's going on? No, everything's good.
Champs. Yeah.
We're just checking in. We'll make sure you're good to go next season.
Oh, I'm ready.
Yeah. Are you going to Chicago?
Yeah.
When are you leaving?
In August.
End of August. Yeah. You happy about that? You got a place?
Yep.
All right. Good. All right. I'll swing by later.
What size ring? We didn't fit it for rings. All right. Like a 9.
XL.
Works.
There he is. The great Quiggs. Cleared the show.
So you gotta have men. Trophy.
Oh, we have a third mic doesn't work.
So Stevie Nicks
Well,
didn't.
it's occupied at the moment.
Oh, that's true.
Stevie Nicks didn't come back out for Billy.
Oh, she didn't?
No.
He came out for her though, right?
Yeah.
What did they sing?
The
Petty song?
I don't even know. Yeah, Petty song.
Stop
I
Dragging My
think.
Heart Around?
Yes. And then she didn't come back out, and I'm like, what the fuck? And
What would you want her to sing with
Anything.
Billy? I'm saying, in your mind, like, what would she be good with Billy? What were Billy's big hits?
I don't know, actually. Now that I got to look at what they've covered together, like what they had done together. But
Yeah.
maybe
Weird pairing.
Vienna.
Actually works out. You don't think of them as this, like.
No, she was great. But I will say it does seem like the age got to her way more than it did Billy Joel. Because he's out there fucking for 2 hours.
Yeah.
Cranking 26 songs. She did 14 with the encore.
Well, she opened, though.
Yeah. So how
Open's
does that,
not as long.
What?
Openers doesn't go as long generally. Even in like those. Because in that pairing.
But that's a duo. My dad kept saying that. He kept being like, I think she's opening for him. I'm like,
he's
no,
a
it's a duo. Like, I looked at that as.
Well, let's say.
So when Billy and Elton.
if Billy Joel tours, right?
Right.
Like, he's playing in bigger venues than she is. He's a bigger star than she is. She's
Yeah.
great. I think she's one of the greatest ever, but he's
Yeah.
a bigger. She's not doing a
No,
residency.
didn't they do like a Fleetwood Mac show at the TD Garden recently?
Yeah, but she's not doing a residency at Madison
Right.
Square
No,
Garden. She's not.
definitely
Like,
not. Okay.
He plays like Gillette.
Yeah.
You know. Although he's been pretty sneaky smart about it. Like, he'll do it with Elton
Why
John.
didn't he? Oh wait, is he doing Gillette this year?
I don't think so.
Yes.
Oh, he is?
Because he was doing
23rd.
stadiums. My sister
No,
just saw.
no,
it.
they're doing it together.
The 23rd at Gillette in Boston?
September.
Oh, not August. Okay.
Him and Stevie Nicks.
Oh, you going to that or not?
I might try to again, yeah.
Oh, let me know. I'll go with you.
What, tailgate?
No, I don't.
Make some sandwiches.
Oh, yeah.
Geno's.
I would do that. I would do
iced
that.
teas.
I would do that.
Say, you think I'm. No, that's.
Sure. Listen,
yeah.
let me know.
You know what?
Dave, do we have connections there?
We may have some connections.
Let me know.
We might use them quite often, but
Hey, listen, we'll use it until they tell us to fuck up.
Yeah, I should have
Yeah.
leaned on you guys for the Taylor Swift. Now I'm getting hammered.
oh, Taylor
My
Swift.
wife, my sister, my brother. It's towards the end now. I'm like trying to call in all the favors out in LA.
Oh, to go anywhere?
Yeah, I should have. But it's crazy because like all these other cities, you would think, oh, you could just go to Kansas City, no problem. Like she sold out everywhere.
Of course. What was a Rico
Nuts.
blog that you made you read this weekend?
Ed Sheeran and Eminem. Which
Oh,
I
I
actually
mean, I
don't
wouldn't
think
care, but
you
yeah, I
guys
get-
are naming people that were like Eminem has kind of disappeared. I know he's kind of
was in
made some
Detroit, right?
appearances. Yeah,
Yeah.
so that
Yeah.
makes sense.
Yeah.
But is there anybody who's kind of disappeared that could show up at Bruce Springsteen and Gillette?
I don't really want anybody. Like,
No.
I'm good. Like, I don't need. I'm good with. I mean, like, I don't know, if you brought Bob Seger on stage or something, I'd be excited. But I mean, there's not many.
I kind of like when they bring out a guest.
So do I. I mean, yeah, I've seen it a few times at Bruce. It's always good, but it's got to be a good one.
Yeah.
You know, I guess.
I mean, it would obviously tie into Boston, so I don't think there's really anybody. Like, what, Steven Tyler's going to come out?
Yeah, I wouldn't care about that.
Yeah.
But what if you made that a thing? Like I think Taylor Swift's kind of doing it, right? But if they were all super, if you worked it out where they were
The
just
Rolling Stones
all,
did that a few tours.
They were
ago, where,
all
Lady Gaga
superstars.
came out, Bruce came out, Taylor Swift came out.
I don't think
Yeah.
Taylor Swift brought anyone out on her tour yet.
Really?
I don't think so.
Well, she brought out that guy she wrote the Getaway
Yeah, but he
Car
didn't
with.
sing. Taylor Lautner?
Really?
Yeah, he didn't do anything.
Yeah, I remember. I remember Taylor Swift a few years ago brought Bryan Adams out and they sang Summer '69
Really?
together, which is actually pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
See, yeah, I like that.
yeah, it'd be great.
But I think if you lined up all the superstars,
yeah, well, I mean,
and brought them out in different cities once, I don't know. If it becomes a thing, I kind of like it.
yeah, I'm fine with that.
I never would have guessed that Ed Sheeran would sell at stadiums. Never in my life would I have predicted
He's a
that.
huge star.
He's huge, but like, it's easy to sell 65,000 seats now.
Yeah, it's crazy. And the
That's
price is
fucking
probably
nuts.
nuts.
It's crazy.
So he's doing a stadium tour all across America right now
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, he did MetLife recently.
and sold out. I'm sure, right?
Yeah.
more than one show.
He did 2 nights at Gillette. He struggled the second night, and then they added John Mayer last minute
Oh, they did.
to fill in the other guy, an opener spot. He sold.
Oh, he opened for him.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he's
John
huge
Mayer's
too.
fantastic.
He's
I love
usually with on that tour now. too.
Dead
It's
and
cra-
Company,
the Dead
yeah.
tour is
Yep.
crazy.
Yep.
Where were they last night?
I don't know, but
Did I
it was
see Big Cat tweet?
broadcasted
I
some.
don't know.
Yeah,
Oh,
it
is
was
that what it was?
broadcasted somewhere. I think it was out in L.A.
Are they in
Or-
Chicago right now, Dan and those guys, or is he here? They're in Chicago.
I
Right?
think Dan's home. I don't know what he would be. Is it Grit Week? Maybe he's in Chicago.
Oh, you think he's here?
I thought he was.
Oh, he texted me and said Jerry got. He said Jerry got to the office at 10 a.m. Accountability. Does he mean Chicago office or this office?
Jerry definitely is in New York.
Oh,
because he got
so they're
driven.
here.
How about this? You see that story?
Yeah.
I saw that story. That feels like a Minifan would do that. So
Yeah.
I wasn't.
Without a
I
doubt.
wasn't there. Yeah. Jerry's. I love Jerry. I get. So that guy just went and then just turned around.
Turn around.
Jeez. I gotta say I love Jerry, but I was texting with that softball game was 4 innings.
5, he said.
They said 4.
Oh, the text I was on, Jerry said 5.
And it had the short field.
Yeah.
That's
He's big with the Steelers. Yeah, it was a separate text. Yeah, there were
that's beneath
Dave
him,
and Dan were. Yeah.
Yeah. What else going on?
Beneath him to do a celebrity softball game.
4 innings, small. That's
It was like wasn't Miss USA
Lives and
something,
dies Steelers, man.
something along those lines?
I guess.
What was it? The Sons of Anarchy guy who's like threatening Bob Iger. Did you see that video
Ron
that he
Perlman?
pulled down?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not Rob Perlman.
Is his name Ron Perlman? Yeah.
Yeah, the guy who
Yeah.
played. Yeah, he's been in everything.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That was
Why?
a pretty intense video he
Did you
made.
see how much the HBO Max guys made over the last 5 years? The guy Zaslav, the guy who runs it, $500 million.
Yeah. Does it shock you?
No, but, well, the number, it kind of does. Like when I see $500 million, I'm like, holy shit.
Yeah.
$100 million there, and HBO Max is bleeding money.
I don't know that guy. So part of his complaint, he's like, what does he make? Like $47 million?
Yeah, who do you go after? Iger.
Bob Iger. But it's like, Bob Iger came back to the company after it was failing. Like, I'm not saying that is egregious amount of money, but like, is he the guy?
I'm not a huge fan of like, you pay these people for a reason. Now, if they suck, then whatever. But I don't know what.
And I assume a lot of it's tied to stock.
All of it, I'm sure. His base salary is probably $3 million or something.
Yeah.
I would think.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's married to Willow Bay.
Who's this, Bob Iger?
Bob Iger. I think Willow Bay used to do. I think he's
Hold on, Willow Bay.
Inside the NBA, isn't that her?
No, that's. Oh.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. Willow.
Am I getting that name right or wrong?
Shit. I knew that name.
Yeah, Willow Bay.
Is she married? Am I right that she's married to.
Oh, look at her.
Oh, jeez. Yeah. I hadn't heard that name in a long time.
Is she married to?
No, what was her
other
name?
NBA Inside Stuff.
Oh, that was a great show. I lived
That's
for
what
that
she
show.
did. She co-hosted with Ahmad on that.
This week on Rewind.
Yes, there you go. She's married to Bob Iger.
Wow.
1995. Yeah. Yeah, she is.
Massachusetts.
She's 59. Oh, is that right? She went to Phillips, right?
Phillips, yeah.
Yeah, she's just rich. When your name's Willow Bay,
Ahmad Rashad. How bad has that aged? I know it's like now it's so public, everyone knows about it, but Ahmad Rashad's wedding party photo?
Oh, with OJ? Was it OJ?
It's OJ and Cosby.
Cosby, that's pretty great. That's pretty great.
Oh my God.
That's pretty great. Cosby I get. I mean, she was, on the show.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they're divorced, right?
No.
Felicia Rashad, not much. I think they are.
Huh?
I bet you they're divorced and he married somebody 20 years younger than
Wasn't Ahmad Rashad a pro in the NFL? Did he?
Yeah, he was a wide receiver.
He was,
Bobby
right?
Moore was
was
his name before. He was a good receiver. Yeah, he proposed to her on TV. Jesus Christ. What else, Dave? Anything else?
Not really. I don't believe so.
No? Well, how about you, Rico? What else is going on in your world?
There's a couple of things I was going to talk to you about.
I'll talk about Simply Safe for a second.
Yeah.
SimplySafe.com, SIMPLI, safe.com/Kirk. SimplySafe.com/Kirk. There's no safe like Simply Safe. You visit SimplySafe.com/Kirk right now. You get 20% off any Simply Safe system. Let me see. Are these guys in New York?
Who's that?
Dan and you want to text him and ask him?
I could text him, yeah.
Any system you sign for the Fast Protect monitoring at simplysafe.com, SIMPLISAFE.com/Kirk. 20% off when you sign for Fast Protect monitoring. Any of my listeners get that huge deal right now, limited time. Simplysafe.com/Kirk, simplysafe.com/Kirk. There is no safe like Simply Safe.
You will not care about this, but
Okay.
It was interesting to watch Tucker Carlson do his little speaking tour circuit.
The Mike Pence thing?
Yeah. Did you see his tweet about Chris Christie the other day? Like,
No.
we'll see if he has the balls to come let me
I
interview
saw that.
him or anything like that. I feel like he's gonna start trying to be like this.
Yeah, don't do too much of that.
He wants to be like the news guy yet influencer, and I feel like it's gonna start to deteriorate.
What's the weird thing now, too, where he's interviewing. So it turns out it wasn't Pence, by the way, got pegged in the head by that.
That was kind of funny though. You see that clip?
It wasn't him.
No, I'm talking about the Tucker Carlson Pence clip.
Oh, it was funny.
That was funny. Sorry.
The Pence
It was arrogant as fuck, but it was funny.
Pence a lightweight.
Yeah,
But
they're here. Just told him Pod 2.
Oh, they are here. Okay, I thought they were in Chicago. I don't understand. When are they?
Dan's leaving in a week, I think.
Well, it better be soon.
What's up?
Hey,
Look at this.
what's up,
Look
Connor?
at this.
What's up, boys? Come
What's
on
up?
in.
No, I don't know. It's Kirk's show. He said, are they both here? It's the whole
They're
crew.
both here. I mean, Mike.
I'll give up my spot.
You want to give a mic spot quick?
Yeah.
All right, grab the mic. Oh, I know you can't touch that. I'll touch it.
I can touch whatever. I have a bunch. I bought all the trophies off of Brand.
You gonna touch that? Do both mics work?
That would definitely. Let me try this one. Hold on.
I have a question for you, Kirk.
Well, hold on.
Okay.
I thought you guys were in Chicago now. I'm confused.
I'm moving at the end of the week.
Well, we're on the air, but we got to figure that out too.
Yes. Because he's not the most reliable guy.
I understand. Well, I don't agree.
He's not the most reliable guy.
What are you talking about?
No, look, Rico.
What's that? Are we live? Are we on? Oh,
no,
Mike's,
no,
his mic's good now. His
No,
mic-
Jerry,
Jerry,
it's a difference
check,
here.
Hold on. Check Jerry's mic.
Check.
You're good.
This is a different. You kick up to Kirk. You work for Kirk. This is just pure friendship. The three of us. We're just like.
Is Jerry on or no?
Yeah, he's good.
Well, Jerry, I mean, yeah, he also kicks up, but yeah.
He does. He does.
No, you have to understand what you're listening to now. What Rico is watching is, I love Rico, but I mean, Rico's a cousin.
This is
These are my brothers. I mean, this is kind of how it works. I don't really know what to say. I mean, this is, I'm excited. I didn't think you guys were going to be. I thought you guys were going to be in Chicago.
No, yeah, moving the.
That's why I had Rico on. I didn't realize you guys were going to be here. I mean, it's, this is now. Dave, we can get rid of the Rico stuff, right?
Yeah,
Delete the whole episode. Yeah.
Rico. I have a question for you, Kirk, and this is going to piss everyone off because it's a very inside joke for everyone except the three of us. You had a guy on Friday who was a musician in Raleigh.
Yes. No.
Did you speak to him off air about our guy?
Well, I think you know me well enough to know I did not speak to him off air.
That's true. That's a good point. That was a stupid question. Stupid question.
I left the show. No. I did not talk about our boy yet, who will, I think, be a big part. Well, we can talk about him now if you want. So Jerry's here. Dan's here. So we... Rico, we know that you're here also. You're huge. We love Rico.
Here we go. We're going to have to talk him off the ledge later, Jerry.
Yep.
So when the golf tournament ended, which is like 5 days after Rico left, we took the we went back with PFT and Rico and myself. I'm not Rico. Jerry, myself, and you, right? Was it?
Yes. Yes.
Went back to the Raleigh airport, dropped PFT off, which we thought was going to be early. We went and got back to the airport, which is sneaky one of the top 5 worst restaurant airports.
Horrendous. There was nothing there. We even split up. We got in there.
Well, Jerry was being detained.
Jerry was going through TSA. I was like, I'll go left, you go right, and there was only one food option in the entire airport.
Right. So it was just what was the name of it?
Fuck.
What was the name of it?
Whiskey River.
Whiskey River.
Okay, Rico, let's not pretend that
Dave, kill that guy.
Okay, let's just come on.
Already when we're looking around at the,
I'm moving in my territory.
You're
pretty close, but that's great. That's everything.
Oh yes, Whiskey River.
Yeah. Guy's getting everything.
Who's gonna be your?
He's gonna be the third on the fucking dozen now.
Who's the guy when you're Paulie talking to Johnny Sack? Who's Johnny Sack going to be in this situation? Who's the guy going to turn Clemmer?
Maybe.
Jerry's never playing. Jerry's never
always
playing.
Consider you a friend, John.
No, never.
Jerry, what conference is TCU playing?
Pac-12.
Okay. See, Jerry's never playing in the dozen. He doesn't know anything.
Good point. Yeah.
But they do have a spot open. So.
Yeah. It's true. So already when we get to the airport, I'm already starting to think am I falling in love with these guys? What's Dan? I've known forever, of course. And Jerry I like, but I'm like, what's going on here? What bonding experience is happening?
Jerry is an all-time glue guy. Maybe
it's not even me, Jerry. Maybe you just have this experience with everybody. Maybe you don't have this feeling for me and Dan. I don't know.
No, I do. I do for sure. I mean, I had that feeling when I first met you, like that. Yeah. That warm inside feeling.
Yeah. I
love this guy.
It's a tingly. You pass the test where it's the next day. Am I thinking about this person? Yes.
It's kind of like when you hear these when people are like, oh, I heard the Beach Boys sing together for the first time. And it's kind of is this sounds different.
It's before and after.
Yeah.
My whole life was, flowers didn't smell as sweet. The sky wasn't that blue. And then when the three of us got together, it was oh my God, it was like Pleasantville.
Yeah. Right.
When it goes to, goes to color.
Yes. So we ate at that place, and then there was a musician there.
Well, wait. Before we ate at that place, we stood in line for an hour and a half. I don't think there's ever been... We got to a point where we had to have the discussion where we're so pot committed on waiting.
We had to do it.
Yeah. And it was one of those situations where, because it's an airport restaurant, there was a bunch of people by themselves, so they kept on just letting ones go by.
The guy was very nice,
and we just sat there having to eat it.
Dan would do the thing where he'd walk and stare menacingly. It didn't matter. It had no impact.
Yeah. And the waitress, I mean, she loved me.
She wanted to have sex with you.
She
absolutely did.
Absolutely offered her body.
Yeah.
That just happened. And everybody was like, this seems inappropriate. This is a public place. This is an airport. This is some sort of violation, FAA.
And this is the beauty of Jerry, because every friend group needs that one guy who, any small interaction with a woman, he's like, is she trying to fuck me? All she said was, wait a second, I'll get you seated. And Jerry was like, I think we're about to fuck.
I think she was like, sir, can you please get out of the way? I have to deliver this French fries. Jerry's like, well, she could have gone that way.
Yeah.
I'm like,
watch your back.
I'm like, yep, she could have gone that way.
Wash my back.
So we get there. So we sit down, and first of all, I don't know, I'm old, so it's a weird setup anyway. The waitress there, you can't order with them. Remember it was
the app on the phone,
which I hate, but whatever, it's fine. Yeah. So we're fine. We're relaxed. We have plenty of time still. By the way, footnote on that. PFT's flight was delayed and wound up having a 4-hour dinner, like a deep spiritual conversation with this guy who came over to talk to us. And I was like, get the fuck away from me.
Yes, he got trapped.
Yeah, very weird.
The guy seemed nice, but it was...
He worked at the NHL or something?
Is him a big shot with the NHL or something like
He's
that?
a very nice guy, but
Yeah.
I also wouldn't
Nightmare.
want a 4-hour
Total
conversation
nightmare.
with a stranger.
But so there's a musician playing at the airport.
In the restaurant.
Yes. Name of the name of the musician, Jerry?
Yes, Bonelli, Chris Bonelli.
Chris Bonelli. That's right.
Chris
Chris
Bonelli.
Bonelli.
Pretty good.
Chris Bonelli was there.
It's spelled Bone Ellie.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yes. Yes. So he is fucking going for it. Like going for it. And I'm just wondering, like, it's weird to book a gig at an airport in 2020. Like, does he park his car, have to go through security? Like, is there a special?
We couldn't figure it out, and he had
wasn't bad.
captivated the whole room.
Right.
Because we also got to see the whole show because we were waiting in line, so we got to see the beginning of the show.
Yeah, we saw this 2-hour show. We saw the whole thing.
He was doing every song, every genre. It was like Bob Dylan to I think he was doing some Counting Crows.
He was
I guess
rocking, too.
That's actually not that like large of a
It's pretty
genre.
much, yeah. It was kind of a yacht rockish sort of classic. Like he had the whole thing.
Yeah. He was exceptional. Exceptional.
So Dan's like, he had a tip jar, and Dan's like, I'm gonna tip this guy, and I'm like, oh, well, great, go for it. So you tipped him $100.
I took out 100 because I was like,
$100.
I was captivated. He was giving me, and again, it might have been because of the company.
I think there was a lot of laughs. There was a lot of laughs.
We were having a great time.
That's a big time asshole move. I'm sorry, because you tipping 100 and you guys tip what?
I tipped 0.
They didn't tip anything. I said I was going to tip.
On behalf of everybody?
Yeah.
Why am I?
Yeah.
Why
Okay,
am I
as
an
long as you
asshole?
made that clear.
No, we actually made it.
$100 tipper.
We actually did make it clear because
Who's the asshole, Dan, for tipping too much or me?
If you didn't tip at all,
no, we made it clear because I said Jerry was like, I want to tip too. I was like, Jerry, you tip the dinner. I'll tip Bonelli.
all right,
for
good.
us.
You made it clear.
Jerry
Fair game.
also
Fair
just
game.
recently essentially been sexually harassed. Like he was going through a lot.
Yeah,
right. Like his mind was elsewhere.
Violent. Like it was. There were women walking by just random. Like they were just looking at him. This guy was bringing it.
And it wasn't like people would maybe hear it and be like, oh, were you trying to? I was genuinely having a great time, and he was rocking out, and I was like, it sucked. The airport sucked. Our flights were delayed. It made a miserable experience a great experience. I was like, I want to pay it forward. This guy fucking kicks ass.
So Bonelli rips through a guitar solo and finishes. I forget what it was, and Dan walks up there and gives him. I think he gave it to him while he was playing the guitar.
Yes.
That's what it was,
Yeah.
right? Playing the guitar solo, and Dan walks up with $100. It basically kind of like, here's $100.
Put it in his
Because I
face.
wanted, look,
He did,
I
Jerry.
wanted
He
him
did.
to know that I was very appreciative. It's not a $5 bill. It's a
No,
$100
I know.
bill.
It's very gracious.
Yeah.
And he's playing the guitar, and Dan puts $100, and Bonelli's like,
Yeah,
he's kind of like, you're not, I'm cooler than you. Like a rock star will never be like,
He stopped and asked what he wanted to play.
But like,
get an automatic
Alfred's
request like
so
that.
hard.
but like Bruce Springsteen or whoever is not going to be like, oh, thank you so much for this money, sir. Like, you're fucking better give me this money. He's a rock star. He was committed to the moment.
I've never felt more emasculated in the moment. And you know what? Like, I had no problem being emasculated by Bonelli because he's that much of an alpha.
So we have to do a show, I think the three of us at some point, with Bonelli. We have to do the Bonelli show.
In an airport.
Yeah.
We were saying that, like, I would like to be his tour manager where he just goes, he does 4 shows in a day in different airports and just flies around and does the shows. He's that good.
He is good.
Yeah,
good.
I like the manager on the phone. Chris, I got bad news. The Wilmington, Delaware airport's closing down. That September show is
40-minute flights across.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I'm not sure. Like, I'm telling you, I'm fascinated by does he park with the airport employee?
Right.
Does he park with your girl at that restaurant?
Has
He just
to.
goes through and
Can you imagine that if the encore's running late and they're like, Bonelli, last call.
right. That's what I mean.
I've seen it at, like, Potbelly's does it, the sandwich place. Like, they'll have
They have a band there?
They'll
Wait,
sometimes
you
have
got
a
a sandwich?
guy with a guitar in the corner. I remember they used to do that when I was in college in Madison, but, like,
No, at the airport.
not the
No,
airport.
that's what I mean.
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
yeah,
I've never
yeah,
seen
yeah.
it at the airport. That's what. Yeah,
That's what I mean. No, yeah, I've seen that at restaurants
Right.
before, but it's very weird.
I'm sure they go through security, just not regular
like
security.
employee security.
Yeah.
Yeah, he should get a spot as your tour manager, or as a tour manager. He should get an employee spot.
I mean,
the
I wouldn't-
employee lot in the airport.
Bonelli is so cool. I wouldn't be shocked if he was like Antonio Banderas and had like a machine gun in his guitar case.
Or he's like Tom Hanks at Terminator, just lives there.
You think there's any future for him at Barstool, Bonelli?
I would say it's
Never saying that,
It's
bro.
greater than 0.
Right.
Yeah.
right?
Yes. Yeah,
Like
I
it
guess-
has
yeah.
to be.
I mean, he has 12 subscribers on
You're
YouTube.
an
So
asshole. You're an asshole,
no, there's room for
Dave.
growth. Is my point.
I
There's
I
room
want
for
everyone to
growth.
know this is a true love with Bonelli.
Yeah,
He's
I don't think
like-
that's necessary to be an asshole, Dave. Like,
he is our guy.
could
We
Bonelli
will
maybe be in Chicago, just like playing music and all, so even going
At
to
all
Chicago.
times.
I
Yeah.
can see that.
Yeah.
100%.
Why
So,
not?
a live jukebox.
Yes.
Is that demeaning? I don't know.
Yeah,
We'll have to
he
ask
might
him.
not. I could see him being like. He also is like probably O'Hare's too big. He likes smaller airports.
Yeah.
Where he doesn't want to do. What's the other one in Chicago?
Midway.
Maybe he could do, but even
Mid-
then, he's
Midway,
probably like,
yeah.
you know what? Like, I wouldn't mind doing like Peoria. Like that
Yeah,
airport.
right. It'd go up to like, yeah.
I like the Taylor Swift.
Rockford.
What's Taylor Swift's tour called right now? What is it?
Errors.
What would his
Eras
tour
tour.
be like? The terminal tour?
The terminal tour.
Like just airport by airport. Like the T-shirt. I would love that T-shirt. The Bonelli T-shirt.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Get a little
With the
disambiguation
rest-
too, and have maybe like a little like Make-A-Wish, like terminally ill.
Oh, that's
people.
true.
Go to the
That's really
terminal
good.
store.
You could do that.
The
Kinda get it
restaurant.
all.
Parentheses, so it'll say Raleigh Durham with the restaurant.
The restaurant. Whiskey Pete. Was it Whiskey?
Whiskey
River.
River.
Whiskey River.
The meal was not good.
What'd you guys get?
The
I
wing-
Company was great.
Yeah, the wings were hot.
got the pork
Too
nachos.
hot.
Yeah.
What's that?
Pork nachos weren't bad.
We got like a little bit of everything.
But then
got
the
burger.
the best was, so we leave because Jerry and I are on the same flight back to New York.
This was. Yeah.
And so we have to say goodbye to each other. And there is always that awkward moment, like, all right, see ya.
everyone's here seen Grease, right?
Yeah.
Beginning, the Wild Summer Nights, at the beginning when it gets slow, he's like, then it's over. That's when it ends. That's kind of. We're all just kind of walked out slowly. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah. Good.
So Jerry and I sit down at our gate and we're talking. And no joke, Jerry turns and he's like, I miss Kirk. And I was like, I do too. And as he's saying it, as we're saying like how much we miss Kirk just like pokes his head over and he's like, I really just kind of miss you guys. He walks back to our terminal.
Yeah.
It actually did happen.
Yeah.
It was.
I was so bummed out walking away.
Yeah, it was. The way I described it, I think when I called in a few weeks ago, was it is that moment when you say to all your friends after like, 6 hours on a bachelor party, like, why don't we just all get a place together?
Yeah.
Like, why don't we just live together and just drop our lives and like
Let's
kids
do
and
it. We'll get a
everything?
little place in Chicago. I'll come by a
Yeah,
couple
like
times a year.
we'll get one apartment and I'll tell my kids, hey, sorry. This is, Dad's got 2 friends that he's got to hang out with.
It's like, Harry's,
It's nothing
Harry's
sexual.
Like 35. He
Yeah,
doesn't care
right.
At this point,
He could probably be our landlord.
I can see
Just
that.
get an investment. Yeah.
This has hurt you, Rico. You seem wounded by this.
No, it's all right.
Unbelievable.
Room
no,
for
he's-
everybody.
Why can't you enjoy people?
I
being
do.
out?
I do.
Here's the deal. You work for Jerry now.
Yeah.
You kick up to Jerry, he kicks up to me.
All right.
I like that.
Yeah. I mean, if you have anything you want to talk to me about,
All right.
reach out to Jerry.
Go through Jerry.
I'm kidding.
We can't see
I'm
you and the
kidding.
boss talking to each other.
Of course, of course, I'm kidding.
Makes
Of course,
sense.
I'm kidding.
Rico's going to be in Chicago anyway.
That's what we were saying the other day.
Yeah.
How about Justin?
I have to like
So we were
actually.
in Madawaska with Justin. He asked a few times.
So Justin, I think we're gonna have to get to Chicago and then be like, what do we need? And then because it's really like I like Justin, I want him to work for Barstool. It's just finding an actual role instead of I'm trying to avoid what we've done in the past where we just hire people and then throw them in the deep end and we're like,
Right.
I think Justin needs a little direction, wouldn't you say?
Yeah.
Who's
Yes.
Justin?
He's a guy who used to work for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I think Justin will be like
Do you remember
like
Idol?
mid-fall kind of
Barstool
figuring
Idol?
it out.
Yeah.
He came down and was heckling to do in Clemmer.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Him. Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha.
He's very funny. He's a unique, weird
Yeah.
cat in a good way, and he's sometimes a better editor than Cullinane. I know there's a big beef between the two of them.
each
They had a big
It's
fight
absolutely
in
not.
Madawaska, Maine last week. A big fight. Yeah, how was that?
That was before Justin Wednesday, right? That was before. That was on Tuesday night.
He pitched some terrible ideas.
It's just you're in a no-win situation, Cullinane, because every time Kirk says you and Justin don't like each other, and you're like, that's not true. Immediately, the listener's like, well, that sounds true.
That's one of the oldest cards to play. The other card to play is to say, why are you so sensitive? Because then you say I'm not sensitive.
Well, I am sensitive.
I know, but if somebody says I'm not sensitive.
Yeah.
I'm not sensitive.
Anyone can reply to any tweet being like, you're triggered, and then you're like, no, I'm not.
Right.
Fuck.
How was it? So the game was 4 innings or 5 innings?
4.5.
4.5.
A day for every inning.
Correct. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
4.5 innings.
Was it worth it?
Yeah, it was worth it. Yeah.
Did you guys turn on that double play?
We did not. Never had an opportunity, really.
Yeah, no shot.
Do you think that so the first hit
I had to swing.
you had to
Which
swing?
one was that?
3-0 count.
It was the guy where the third baseman was just like, I don't even know what he was doing.
Oh, the one was way over by shortstop?
No, it was in between third and short, and he was just standing there not
closer
ready.
to third, though.
I know.
Second hit was a real hit.
Yeah, double.
That was a good double.
Ground rule double.
That was a good double.
Couple home runs in the home run derby.
2 for 5 in the home run derby. 5 swings, 2 home runs.
Over the fence?
One of them almost over the fence.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did Kenny go over the fence?
No, he didn't.
Okay.
he had 4 home runs.
Wow.
In the home run derby.
Athlete.
Yeah. He looks good out there.
He looked real good. I mean, I went Saturday in the morning. He invited me to go watch him work out with Pat Fryermuth at the Steelers facility. He looked so good. Like,
So what did you just stood there?
yeah, they were running routes. You know, like I was
You
just
didn't get out there and run around?
I was jogging back and forth. I wasn't really running routes.
What's the Steelers over under right now?
8.5.
8. And that's 17 games now.
Yeah, I like the over. I really do.
Yeah. Well,
Is that with your heart or your head?
No, it's actually with my head.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
breaking news, Jerry thinks the Steelers are going to have a good year.
How many games you going
what's the
to?
Patriots over under?
I think it's similar, right?
Yeah, I think it's like 8 or 8.5.
Because Jerry and Dave have a big bet.
Yes.
Mac Jones versus Kenny Pickett.
yes.
Wow, you ever beaten Dave in the big bet before?
Yep.
Oh, what? I'm just asking. No, I'm just asking a random question. That's
Yeah.
all. Yeah, have you? Okay. It's not gonna spoil anything.
Yeah, no, there's no spoilers.
Do that.
No,
You've never done that in the past.
No, there's no spoilers. I'm excited for the Ryder Cup to come out because
Yes.
Tell me you'd be wearing your shirt today, but it's fine. If we're on the same team.
Yeah, foes, enemies, maybe teammates.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, like I said, I was talking earlier in the show. I mean, like deleting Dan Rapaport. Like he was, maybe he's a friend.
Maybe he's a friend.
I don't know who's really the same.
Oh, we were talking about the cooler. It was with these two guys. Were you playing golf with them?
That was
You
a weird.
showed up
No,
at the
hold
cooler.
on, that was a weird
yeah.
Rapaport tweet though. That was another weird Rapaport tweet though, where he tweeted to Jerry. Like Jerry tweeted, "Hey, I'm sober this many years." And Rapaport's like, "Geez, I didn't realize you look so fucking old."
He said that?
Yeah, he was like, I still can't, I'm not going to be able to go to bed tonight still knowing, like, I'm older than you.
Yeah.
Something like
Huh.
that. Yeah, he got dragged for it.
Yeah.
In person, he's not like. Yeah, I don't know.
What do you mean?
In person, he's not as smug directly. I seem like.
I mean, whatever. I mean, it's not. I mean,
Finding his way. The poll was crazy. The Wimbledon versus.
Yeah, he's a golf guy.
That would be like me saying, "Would you rather go to the Super Bowl or
the grocery
a WNBA game?"
Yeah.
Well, I actually told Conan,
WNBA
you don't delete that
sucks.
though, because I'd be interested to see if like,
Yeah,
what you do with that.
fucking-
He's
I thought it was the other day.
I mean, they're just, like, how do you watch that?
You don't like the bounce pass? You don't like the beauty of the game?
No, I really don't.
You know?
I don't think any of them are
Did you
good.
see Brittany Griner fucking slam that dunk down the other day?
travel.
That was
that was a travel.
That was probably, honestly, that's probably the sickest live dunk I've ever seen on. Like that was way crazy.
That might have been the only live dunk you've ever seen.
Dr. J. I've never seen anybody dunk like that. She almost got her hand on the rim. It was fucked up. It was crazy. It was crazy. Well, is your issue just the traditional issue with the WNBA? I don't care about it either.
I just think, like, they complain that, oh, we don't have money, we're not getting paid. It's like, you guys are bad. Like, you guys aren't good.
Wow. Shooting from the hip. This guy's gonna get canceled.
He doesn't care. He's been canceled before.
That's true. I was
Kendrick Perkins canceled you.
Yeah, he tried. That
He's a
didn't work
prick.
out.
Yeah.
Oh,
He's
that
a
was
fucking dick.
Jerry also doesn't understand what canceled means sometimes because Kendrick Perkins. Jerry showed up to a live card show to confront Kendrick Perkins.
Yeah.
And they were like, "Get out of here!" And he's like, he tried to cancel.
That's canceling. I agree. I happen to agree with you. I don't disagree with that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The WNBA must lose money every year, though, right? I mean,
I believe
it's an
so.
NBA.
they do. Yeah, it's a write-off. They lose it. Yeah, 100%.
But whatever. Who knows? I know.
Hoops or hoops.
What's that?
Hoops or hoops. Rico's a big fan. He's got a podcast, Under the Rim.
Play under the rim.
Yeah.
Release
You
the
have a podcast
shirts.
right now?
No,
Oh, are you doing a basketball one this? Oh no.
no. I'll do interviews here and there. We'll see.
Yeah. All right. Okay. Anything else, Dave?
No.
Wait.
What else do you have? Yeah. I got
Oh, the cooler, dude.
do you hear
Jerry can attest. Jerry, what did the cooler have?
Wasn't that?
At golf?
Everything.
Yeah, but
Peanut butter and jellies.
wasn't the debate
Gatorades, waters.
Yeah.
the course should get the money? Was whether it's booze or not? No.
You can't be dragging a big cooler with food in it.
Wasn't that your debate on your
What's
show?
it? Food. All right,
Yes.
first off,
No, he didn't bring. Oh, you did
was in
bring
it? What was in
alcohol.
Yeah, but you could buy
Yeah,
water
two high
from the
noons
cart.
down at the bottom.
Yeah, I changed
For the
my
end.
so
But-
when I was in my early 20s, I was like, "Oh yeah, why wouldn't I bring beer because I don't want to spend like 10." But then I realized two things. One, the Kirk girl's making like her living is basically you buying beer, so it's like going to a bar. And two, I saw a video which I never had even realized, a guy like loaded trying to get in his car in a golf course, and it's similar to a bar. You don't know how much a guy's drank if he's drinking through a cooler. And then he, so it's a liability.
That's fair.
What was
it? Was not
what was in the cooler?
waters, Gatorades, and Uncrustables. It was 95 degrees.
but
I
couple
also
high noons.
What's the
two high noons at the bottom. I had one. My other cooler had my rags with fucking ice water because it was hot. I can't get hot.
So it was
We're not giving
essentially
anything away, but North Carolina was hot too.
Rico is an all-time doesn't understand distance.
You
guy
say
on the
that,
golf
Jerry.
course.
You love to fucking
Well,
twist the facts.
you did have one great moment in our thing though with the yardage and
Yes,
that was
yes,
cool.
yes,
That
yes.
was very
No, Jerry every time was like, I don't want to clear the green. I'm gonna hit the green. I'm gonna hit the green.
Jerry can
I
hit.
said it once about the creek.
Yeah, it was 275.
And then the next
Rico's
hole,
like,
I hit
shouldn't
it-
hit driver here.
The next hole, how far did I hit?
Driver here.
I hit it 279 to the fucking trees.
Well, how long was the distance over the creek that the thing in North Carolina? How far did you say it was?
The part 3.
No, the other one where like remember you got the yardage wrong. You're like it's like
Yeah. 220 to carry.
it was like 64
I was looking at the
yards,
second
something.
dot. Otherwise, I was pretty good caddy.
you did a great job.
Did you announce that what's happening tomorrow? Big time. Kirk and Riggs are going to be on PMT.
Oh, that's official.
Sharks
It's
wow.
all official. Okay, I didn't
Yeah,
know that.
so you guys are going to come on and talk betting, and then I don't know if you'll like the other guest that's going to be paired on this show.
Who's
It's
that?
The one and only Rick Riley is going to come back on the show.
Rick Riley's coming back on?
Yeah, I mean,
Wow.
we haven't talked to him in a while. We actually had
What's
a
he
nice
doing?
interview. I don't know. I actually want to. That's
He
going
wrote
to
a
be my
book.
first
He had
question.
another book come out like a year or so ago.
Because he was the ultimate guy who, like, he let himself get old fast. And remember when he was plagiarizing himself
Yes,
and he
yeah.
became kind of a joke.
Went to
But
ESPN.
then he's done a pretty good job. I feel like he's just disappeared. I think he lives in Italy now.
Yes,
Like
he
nothing.
does.
He lives the
does.
life.
Kids are older. I
Yeah.
used to Sports Illustrated. That was appointment reading.
The back page.
Of course,
page.
of course.
It was unbelievable.
You're a great
The
golfer.
story about the one with the guy in the wheelchair. I remember all of them.
Who can forget
He talked
that
about his.
Yeah, the guy in the wheelchair.
the guy in the wheelchair. Oh come on! Why can't you break? Why can't you break?
Because I'm on the outside looking in now. He did the one with the kid where he pushed the guy. His son pushed the wheelchair in the marathon or something like
You're
that.
talking about the dad and the son, the Hoyts.
That one, yeah.
Rick and Dick Hoyt.
He did a ton of
Were
those
great
stories.
guys.
Like
I knew those
awesome,
guys.
awesome
Yeah,
stories.
Yeah, those guys were awesome.
He was, yeah. I used
Way,
to,
right?
Dad just passed away. Yeah.
I used to read him all the time. He was.
Yeah, he did a thing
flipped
about
right
a bunch
to
of
it.
buddies. Anytime anything bad would happen, they would call their
Call
house
each-
phone and
yes.
just hang up quick.
Yeah.
And you knew, like, if your house phone rung once and hung up, you'd be like, "Oh shit, did Kenny get hurt? Did this like something bad happen with the Bears?" Like, it was crazy. That's how they put chops in their friend group. So yeah, Rick Riley was good, and you're right, he got old real quick.
But then he did the right thing of just kind of going fucking off with his money
He was
and
horrible on
enjoying life.
TV. He was
He
horrible.
had that crazy
Yeah.
ESPN deal.
He had so
Yeah,
many bad
he
deals
did.
on TV.
And,
So-
yeah, I think
So we're
that
on with
pissed
Rick
people
Riley.
off. Yeah,
Me and Riggs and Rick Riley.
you better bring some winners.
Tweet that out, Dave. We're on Part of My Take tomorrow. Well, I mean,
Riggs and we got to figure out a time.
we're
when
rubbing
Riggs,
around.
You going to be back tomorrow?
Yeah.
Okay.
Whatever. We'll-
You for sure will be the first golf personality at Barstool on Pardon My Take, right? You didn't have to wait behind anybody else.
Well, I mean, it's, there's no reason to get into that. It's
All right.
fine. It's fine.
Just looking out.
Don't try to break this up.
That's not going to happen.
Yeah, you can't. This is as solid as it gets.
Gotta go to war for the guy.
Jerry, by the way, last thing I had was Jerry. I had to explain to him today because he's gonna be doing some foreplay videos. I think Jerry's getting too good at golf.
Yeah,
I think that's
I
a
noticed
problem.
that.
He's
I
gonna
noticed
work
that.
himself out of a job.
Yeah. I mean,
You go on tour. Rob Gronkowski was saying, "Is Steph Curry better than most pro golfers?" I'm tweeting.
Za had that take, which I think Za, who I love, I don't think he really understood what he was saying, but he said as good as Steph Curry is at basketball, he's that much better of a golfer. It's like he's a top 15 basketball player of all time.
He's a really good golfer.
Yeah, but it's still so far. Like, what did he
Oh.
finish? Plus
Yeah.
3 or something?
Yeah, I mean, on a course that these guys would shoot. Like
Scotty Scheffler would be like minus
yeah,
25.
They'd shoot 30 under for 3 days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
25 under. You're getting too good.
yeah, I'm getting too good.
Well, you play all the time.
I play a lot. I played like, I think this past weekend in Pittsburgh might have been like my 28th or 29th time out this year.
Nice.
Jesus.
And that's all in the last 2 months.
Yeah, about that too.
This is a life. But I understand this is a life of an
must be nice.
addictive personality.
Yes, exactly.
Some people do that with running after that. Some people do something. So you've moved. That's good.
I got
though.
the bug for sure. Like I don't even want to be. I want to play golf.
So I'm here.
You don't want to be here right now.
I just want to golf.
It does grab you. It
It's
grabs you.
weird. It's like it's so addicting.
Yeah.
Yeah. it's-
Again, I mean, what Kirk said, like, you do have an addictive
Oh
personality.
yeah, I mean for sure.
Yeah.
Probably more expensive than drugs too. I mean, Jesus Christ.
I mean it's definitely more expensive than crack.
Victor Hovland said. Yeah. So Riggsy and I will be on making our picks.
Yep. I'm excited. I want to win.
And Riggs, yeah. Do we have a bad week last week? Kind of, right?
Yes.
I think Riggs missed every one of his picks. And I hit like 2.
Yes.
Oh, no.
That's right. Yep.
But that's getting our shit out of the way before a major.
That's true.
Yeah, we're fine. We're Open Championship. We're gonna the fucking.
This is the last major.
Yeah.
Of the year.
yeah, till the Ryder Cup.
Yeah.
Yes, Ryder Cup. Is that
Yes.
the same week?
I think we're going to release it around the same time. Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I'm excited for it. God bless the editors who have to go through all that. I don't know how they do it.
Mini golf, there was a problem. They threw out the scorecards. The stack of scorecards.
Oh, how do they do that?
They was supposed to take the scorecard so you could follow and be like, and then after you watch, you have enough of the holes. Like, all right, Kirk's on the hole with the lobster. Like, all right, and you look just to double check. They threw out the scorecard, so they were fucked.
Jesus.
I took my son mini golfing yesterday. He's a natural. He would just walk up, put the ball right next to the hole.
Smart.
Ace every time.
Smart.
I think he shot like a 20 on the 18 corner.
What Harry and I do now, like we played the other day, and on the 17th hole, we go double or nothing because I'm up whatever. I wound up winning it. And then he's like, all right, we're going to do the 18th hole. We're going to start on the 17th green and see how many shots it takes, which I kind of like. We close, we kind of try and flip.
Yeah.
So he actually beat me that way.
Oh.
Yeah, which is good. But I mean, he's 26 years old.
But he has to live up to the hype. I mean, it's a Charlie Woods situation.
Yeah, it's kind of unwinnable. It's sort of, maybe that's true.
Like, if he's not a good mini golfer,
That's true.
his life is kind of a failure.
That's true, yeah. Well,
Not putting pressure on.
Now we're starting to, like, because we're running around a lot taping stuff for this live show in Plymouth next month. You're starting to figure out, like, why are you doing these things?
Right.
Why are you dressing? Like, what are you doing?
Right.
So we're starting to have conversations. He doesn't understand really like what I like. My son, my dad was a finance guy. Like, my son doesn't really understand what I do.
Yeah, I think I'm going to have a hard time explaining that to my kids because I already have, like, when I'm out with my kids and people recognize me, my son was just like, oh, is that your friend? And it's like, well, kind of. But he just thinks that, like, I have a million friends.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know but that's sort of like, I don't really know what I do for a living.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
Gotta
Make
explain
people
it, right?
laugh, entertain.
Yeah, I don't know. You're an entertainer, maybe. I don't think I am. I just sit here and
You're an
complain.
entertainer.
Yeah, you're in.
Yeah.
Like, what do you do for a living?
Golf.
Yeah, golf.
I mean, it's
So you're a comedian?
Yeah, I'm a comedian. I mean, that's what I would say to, like,
Really? So somebody says,
if my kid was older, I'd just be, I'm a comedian.
occupation, what would you write down?
Comedian.
What's wrong, Jerry?
I don't think
disagree with that.
Yeah, that's not a bad.
It's just funny though. I'm not like I would not write comedian.
No.
Well, I think comedian. I think like Dennis Miller.
Stand up.
Well, you're more of a comedian than he. Like, you're still talking sports and giving gambling picks
True.
and stuff.
Yeah.
So you're kind of a hybrid. You're a comedian.
I'm definitely not a comedian.
You are a comedian.
No.
You might be a professional raconteur.
Oh, maybe.
That would be a good one.
Suppose.
Yeah.
I don't know. Who knows? Did you already interview Rick Riley?
No. We have to do it tomorrow morning.
Is it weird? We interview somebody you don't really know anything. You're gonna ask him?
We've interviewed him before.
Well, I know, but like you don't know what he's doing. I guess that's the question.
No, my first question is going to be literally, what are you doing?
Like, why'd you book him?
I think he might have a new book or
Oh,
something.
okay. Oh, yeah.
We enjoyed the first time, so it was like, yeah, why not have him back? on?
Plus, you did like him for so many years.
I liked him for so many years.
No, I
and
know.
When
I'm
he came on,
just saying,
we kind of were very honest with him. Like, hey, we thought, we've made a lot of jokes at your expense, and he took it well. So anyone who could do that, I'm like, yeah, why not have him back on?
That's what I always say.
When's the last shitty guest you had on?
We had a guest that we didn't run.
Oh, you know what? You told me this in the car.
Yeah.
Recently? Yes. Oh, right.
We've only done that
forgot about that.
3 times.
Pretty big
I
one,
think.
too, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, 3 times in 8 years.
Would you say this guy was a comedian or no?
No.
You know who it is?
Did not have a,
I know
a great
You know what,
Sports comedian?
Rico, it's kind of a...
Yeah, family mission.
Yeah, I wouldn't...
We've only done it 3 times, though. It was Bill Zarian, David Ortiz, the second time we had him on, and then this one.
And you always have an excuse, right? Like, you don't just say you sucked, we're not going to run it. You have a reason.
Yeah,
as
what do you
to
say
why.
to their people? Because
Well, you
it's a big
basically
deal.
didn't you say like Ortiz kind of came off like he was impaired?
Ortiz, I think,
Ortiz
was
had a
going-
major
I think he was
problem,
literally
right?
going through his divorce
Okay,
when he was sat down on the couch. So he was like on his phone.
But like, I would imagine, say this person we're talking about, right? That person has somebody who must reach out to you and say, why is this not on?
Yeah, and I was like, he will look
like an
really,
asshole.
really, really bad. I was like, we don't want to, like, if you want us to put it out, we'll put it out. But like, it was that bad that it doesn't serve anyone. Like, our fans will think it's a bad interview. Fans of him will think it's a bad interview. People will hate him.
Sports or an actor?
Don't worry about Rico.
Don't worry
It's
about
a family thing.
Yeah.
What if I imagine I'll be good with you guys. What if I'm really good and Rico's bad? Will you get rid of the
Riggs?
No, not
Yeah.
Rico, rather. Sorry, Riggs.
Yeah,
Rico would be great.
we'll mute his mic.
If Riggs is bad, you just get rid of him.
Yeah, we'll edit that.
Because he can bring things to a halt.
Yeah.
To a
Well, hopefully
run.
he's got a little buzz.
Yeah. Oh, that's true. Yeah, he'll be hammered. That's a good point. Yeah, he'll be. So, could you believe the life fucking Riggs has? When you're
Oh,
down there?
it must be incredible. I want that.
As a
life.
golfing addict, like honestly,
I said it. The foreplay guys, I think I have the best job in the world, and when I say that, I really truly mean it. They have a much better job.
Oh,
insane.
It's crazy. They have the best life ever. Every guy who likes golf, that is what they look forward to every year. The one trip they take with their friends, they do that every week.
Every week.
I'm sure she's a lovely woman, and I wish him nothing but happiness. But part of me would want to be the Frankie, like, you're gonna get married and be like you're not gonna be able to do as much.
Yeah.
Wait a couple of years.
Yeah, if kids. Yeah.
Like Riggs is like Riggs.
I mean,
Riggs
I still do it with a kid.
Yeah, that's true.
but
you're
the woman's job is to stay home.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's her job.
True or false? I mean,
It's true.
What do you want me to say? What did you say that we were waiting in line? You're like taking care of their haircuts, their
Yeah, cell phone bill, nails.
That was a great when Rapaport tweeted about how he was going to Colombia for a bachelor party, and Jerry just was like, good move not bringing the wife or girlfriend. Like, I had to bring mine.
Yeah.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, she's Colombian, so we just got back like a month ago or a month and a half ago, something like that.
Yeah, well, that's part. Yeah, that's
One of the first of Jerry's vacations this summer.
Yeah, I mean, get the views, right?
Yeah,
little
you got the
leverage,
views.
some leverage here and there sometimes.
Dave is right, Rico. You did a vacation to vacation. That is a crazy move.
That
Is there Rico Jerry tension? There's not.
Oh yeah. Oh,
No.
We
big
break
time.
balls.
Big time
We
tension.
discuss. We have our own chat.
We break balls.
Yeah, we're
But
big time.
From Rico to Jerry or from?
It's Rico to Jerry
100%.
mostly.
Yeah.
No, absolutely not.
yeah. I mean, come on.
All right.
Jerry's
go ahead.
on
What do you-
advisors, and Rico basically.
I'll
had a
get random
chance.
texts from Jerry being like, remember you texted me at 2 a.m. at the Final Four?
What'd I say?
You're like, Jake's running circles around you down there.
Oh, yeah.
So Jerry's a big time, like, scumbag comment guy. That's what he does.
You feel like Jerry's moved above you?
Yeah, without a doubt.
Really?
It goes back to also like the syndicate, when Elio, Dave, and Jerry and I go bet horses.
So you don't like that?
Rico doesn't like that. He just likes.
I like being, I think I'm getting better at not being the fucking
I agree.
Debbie Downer.
Yeah, you are.
Like being around.
Hey, we
Laughs
played
at
golf
dinner.
together.
Yeah, laughs at golf, laugh at dinner.
Oh, it was you. Who played? It was you three play?
Yeah, and I was
we-
the one
we had
who
a good time.
initiated it. I
We
was
had a
like,
good
let's go
time.
play.
If I had texted you 5 minutes before and said, I'm here, Rico's out, I'm in, though, he was out. Right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Rico had us waiting for an hour and a half.
That was
at the tee
crazy.
box.
What did you do?
No, I didn't have you waiting.
Rico
for
had-
another
hold on.
Like, don't let the facts get in the way of a good.
No,
score.
I'll explain the facts.
10-19. You saw the screenshot of the fucking tee time.
Rico basically figured out when can we go out where there is going to be kids. So there was like a bunch of like 14-year-old kids who were walking,
Right.
and like 14 dudes who have they told us they play at the same time every Wednesday. So Rico was like, let's make our tee time right after all these, so that way I have an hour at the tee box to talk to Dan about a contract. It worked well.
Oh, this is a big contract conversation?
There was a little contract.
Absolutely not.
A little contract.
They have the men's club. I didn't know. I booked it online. I took the Dan said let's play around 10 o'clock. We did 10:19.
We had a great time.
We had a good
We
time.
had a
And then
great
we went
time.
out for a burger afterwards. It was
Very
good.
good
It's a
burger.
great day.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
And
was.
Rico, you're getting a TV. You got a show though.
Got a show
I got to show what?
You got
Saturday.
a show to my house.
Saturday.
I'm moving
Oh.
out.
Yeah, I mean, that's the deal. You got to help me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unload the
Not-
Yeah. But you heard my other gift. I got to make it to 15 years. I get a $3,000 ice machine.
Yeah.
I've seen that.
That's facts.
That's a life goal.
facts.
Wow. That's pretty
Yeah, there's
good.
9 TVs.
Think
up
about it.
around.
Every day you go and you buy 2 bags of ice, the fucking coolers, and it sucks. Ice machine in your garage. Home
That's
run.
pretty nice.
Do you have one in your refrigerator?
They make cubes.
Oh, you want
I don't understand.
I want
you mean like at Cumberland Farms or something?
Yeah, I want a commercial.
Oh.
a commercial one?
Like how the bar back, like, hey, we're low on ice, and they go with the bucket.
How? What are you gonna put ice in your like urinals in your house? What are you
It's
doing?
a lot of ice.
It doesn't have
That's
to be
a
as big
shitload
as
of
a
ice.
Two bags
commercial.
of ice every day in your life?
No, in the summer you go, you go
I know.
out for the day for the beach. You go
Every day?
Not every day.
This feels like a
I
lot
didn't
of ice.
realize it was a commercial ice machine that you were
You put it in your garage?
I would, yeah. And you only run it. You're only going to run it for 3 months, but the convenience of having it, you have family parties, like it's great.
You already got the body armor, big cooler.
I do. I have that one too.
Rico was wheeling
I
out a
set right
cooler
up.
the other day. He's like, "Look at this thing, it's sick." I was like, "What are you going to
Lisa
use
said,
it
"Take
for?"
it." Said your backyard's gonna look like a 7-Eleven. I said, "No, it's gonna be fucking great." Well, I'm a big cooler guy. I love coolers.
All right, we'll get that ice machine. Yeah.
All right. Anything else, Colin?
No, it'll ruin the vibes. But I was going to ask about that article that says Trump is going to do interviews with Barstool. Did you
Why
see
did
that?
you?
I saw that.
Why did you?
Yeah.
It's gonna ruin the vibe. Then you asked the question.
Yeah, it was in my head, so I got to do it.
I got tagged in that a lot.
It was either like you or Dave, right?
I mean, I know it was an issue a couple of years ago. I mean, Dan,
I don't
probably,
care
but I would have
anymore.
President Trump on.
but you know, do you know if anybody's reached out? to
No,
do
I don't
that?
think so.
I just think they threw that out there.
I
don't
think
even
if he was gonna be on the podcast at Barstool right now, honestly, like it would probably be like busting with the boys or something.
Yeah. I also like that. Obviously
about.
gets
Keep him out and about.
confused.
Actually, he's pro. Say what you want
Yeah.
about Trump. I don't have any use for the guy really. He don't give a fuck if two guys get married. Like he just
No,
doesn't.
he definitely doesn't. The
Got other issues, but yeah.
No, I people will still bring that up, and I have no problem with it because the major point of that whole thing was that I wasn't included when the Penn deal went through and stuff, and from that point on, I was included a lot more. So I have no regrets.
Why are you so sensitive?
See, there's no win. There's no win.
There's
no win. I can't. Yeah.
No, I also feel like
that
that things have like I would have Trump on, but I would ask him questions like real questions.
Oh, you would do a great interview with Trump.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Yes,
I would love to
I
hear
actually
you.
wondered if it was us because I reached out to us.
Did you ask Trump about cheating on the golf course?
Sure. Did you see his shank the other day?
Yeah.
Oh,
that was tough.
That makes me.
No, I would
Shank
absolutely
that
love
bad
to
since-
hear you interview Trump.
Since Riggs, I'll just
Yeah.
say that. All right. Nobody ruins a vibe like Dave Cullen names.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I put
Anyway,
it out there.
I can't wait till Justin takes his job.
He's going with you.
Maybe.
Yeah. Well, he could work with us too. He could be sort of a hybrid.
I'm a Cullinane guy. He knows
You are
that.
not a Cullinane.
Yes, I
No
am.
one's a Cullinane.
I've been a
Cullinane
Cullinane guy.
No one's a
I don't think I've ever tweeted fire Cullinane.
No.
It'd be bad if people did that. Don't do it.
Where are we going for lunch, guys? Where are we heading after this?
Wherever we want.
Yeah.
City's kind of ours for the rest of the day.
We are the kings of New
So
York.
nice named it twice. I can't wait to hang around Manhattan all. Nothing better than Manhattan on a humid, muggy 90-degree day.
Oh,
You know,
man,
it's
been
great. It's the greatest
so
place on
bad.
earth.
No.
It's like it's a soup out there.
Oh, it's gross. All right, go to Miltons.com as well. Get all your clothes there. Social Plaza, Braintree, Chester Hill Square, Chester Hill, Burlington Mall. Buy one, get one free. Sudafed continues to roll on. Did our guy, I'll talk about him briefly, did Nick wind up going there? Or no?
No, he didn't. No, it didn't
That was
work out.
funny.
No.
How fucking funny was that?
That Donnie tweet.
That was so fucking
yeah,
funny.
that was great.
I almost had a heart attack. Look at that.
What's the guy's name who was going to give you a ride or give you a ride to maybe Plymouth, but he's on vacation in Hilton Head?
Oh, John Pelletier. That was bad.
right.
His top tweet is so fucking funny. I don't think it was meant to be funny, but when you tagged him on something, I clicked on his profile.
What is it?
It's like, here at Milton's getting my son a suit for my
dad
dad's
died, right.
funeral. I was like, I laughed out loud. I don't know if he was going for it, but it was so funny.
He's a very odd guy.
It's hard to like see, click on someone.
He's like, Milton's the greatest place on earth. Thanks so much. My dad died today.
Yeah, he's like, get my son a suit for my dad's funeral.
Did you saw that Fazoli thing, right?
Oh,
How
the
fucking
best.
funny was
The best. I'm happy for Sol. He stood up for himself.
He did.
It was great though. I'm in Alaska, right? So you fucking know.
Yeah. Well, you're sitting at home cold calling. I'm not a failure.
Well, go to Milton's as John Pelletier did. Are you still talking to that guy who drove you back?
Yeah. He's a really nice guy.
Yeah.
Super nice.
He's gonna work at Barstool.
He's
Do you feel like he was doing that for that reason or no?
No,
Partially? No,
not
just
at
being a
all.
good guy.
He's a guy where now I know him for like 2 years now. He's a guy that will do anything for anybody. He just wants to be a part of something.
Nice guy.
Great guy.
Yeah.
I liked that he kept the conversation going even though you were
You were
sleeping.
sleeping?
Yes.
I did see it.
I woke up.
I did see
He's like, "Hey partner, you were down for like 15 minutes, but I kept talking, just because the conversation was so good."
There you go. All right. Anything else, Dave?
Nope.
All right. So Wednesday we have who?
Wednesday is
Montante?
Montante and Tim.
And Tim.
And then,
Friday is
Whitney.
Whitney's in studio on Friday, right?
Yep.
And listen to Part of My Take Wednesday.
Well, and part of my take will be on Wednesday.
Yeah.
So Tuesday with me and
Double
Riggs on
Kirk.
Part of my take.
yeah.
Which will be interesting now because like the feud. I mean, that's a good move by you guys and the feud
Yeah.
before it started. That's
Yeah.
smart. That's proactive.
Yes.
And PFT and I are buddies now.
Yeah. You guys spend a lot of time together.
Warren Zevon laughing it up. He's worried about me going for my long weird walks at night.
Yeah. Yeah. He has
Probably-
general concerns
That's
for
probably
you.
what they said about that serial killer in Long Island. He probably did that all the time.
I mean, it was a funny moment when we dropped you off and then they went to grab something and then as we were leaving, we saw you like maybe a half mile down the road and everyone's like, "Was that Kirk?" And I was like, "Yeah, he's just walking. He's doing his thing."
It's a nice night stroll area around there, though.
Yeah.
It was a nice downtown.
It was,
I'm
yeah.
a
Really
fan of
nice.
that area.
Yeah.
All right, boys, as always, I don't know what our group name is yet, but we'll get there.
Rico, would you like to say
I
our group
don't know.
name?
I could see.
Oh, Rico's still here, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Rico.
Three Musketeers.
Rico, as always, thank you so much.
Yeah.
We'll talk to you soon. Dave, we're good?
All good.
No, we'll talk to you Wednesday.